Hewitt's at Bright Field for tonight's Friday night matchup as the Mingus Marauders take on the Mohave Thunderbirds. Philip Katafmo alongside Nick Kitsinko. Nick, we're looking for our first win, but we're back at home.
Back at the cave, the Marauders are fired up. We saw them take the field. We were down there talking to some of the coaches before the game. Zach Harrison looks on point. We were watching some of his footwork. These guys are ready to bounce back with a win tonight.
Marauders are looking for a bounce-back victory after suffering a loss in Week 1 to Flagstaff High School, 7-0. Close battle for the Marauders, but they look to change their luck tonight against a formidable foe in the Mohave Thunderbirds.
Most certainly. And last season, Mohave took it by 1 point. Yeah. So that definitely left a sour taste in the Marauders' mouth. This year, we're looking to get that one back. Both teams looking for a W, so it's going to be interesting tonight.
Well, we'll see what happens, and there's only one way to find out. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll preview this matchup right here on KYBC and Verde Valley TV. Don't go anywhere.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Yavapai College has 6 campuses and centers in Sedona, the Prescott area, and the Verde Valley. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, YC has what you need to jumpstart your academic journey. Our athletics teams are some of the best in the nation, and we have plenty of student-led clubs, organizations, and activities. Our full-time student discount makes YC the most affordable option in Arizona for a full-time student. Learn more today at yc.edu.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
2 things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Want to welcome everybody here to Bright Field for tonight's Friday night matchup as the Mingus Marauders take on the Mohave Thunderbirds. Got an opportunity to sit down with Coach Doug Provenzano and talk about the matchup last week and looking forward to this one. Take a look. All right, I am joined now by the head man, the varsity head coach, Coach Doug Provenzano for the Mingus Marauders. Coach, you're in your first season. You played your first game last week against Flagstaff, a significant improvement from last year when the Eagles came into Cottonwood and beat the Marauders 45-2. The Marauders did lose 7-0, but what do you like from your team in that game?
I like that they played with a lot of fire. I felt like they're kind of bought into what I'm trying to do. They're seeing what we're doing works. They just need to execute it better defensively. We had to make some changes in our defense and put some kids in different situations to be successful. And I felt like, they played really, really well. Having that big back, go out of the game at close to halftime was definitely a huge help because he's a phenomenal player. I don't want to take anything away from what we did, but the reality is that we're getting better every day. And I tell them, just focus on the things that we can focus on. Effort takes no ability. So I want to see maximum effort, and your body's going to figure it out if it's being coached right. And we try to get a lot of repetition in, So I'm really excited about the direction that we're heading. I'm really just thankful that we're able to play, because I know some teams aren't as fortunate in our state. So,
right.
I'm really proud of the kids, but, I have high standards, and I think once they figured out that, they could have won that game, and they just need to tighten up some things, and not having a lot of time to prepare has a lot to do with that too. Only having 5 or 6 weeks, we weren't able to even make contact until a week and a half, before our first game. So I really, safety was a huge issue for me, and our strength regimen that we've been putting in, we had no injuries in that game. I was really thankful for that and proud of that. So I felt like, what we got going on is working pretty well. And we don't got a lot of numbers, but we got a lot of heart. And, we're just going to keep trying to get better every day. That's the goal,
Yeah, at the end of the game, we saw you down over by the sideline talking to your team. What were you telling the guys after that close loss?
I was telling them, that the penalties and the mental mistakes and the turnover is what killed us. When the play's in front of you, getting a one-on-one personal foul penalty is unacceptable. And these are things that I'm not going to allow you to do. And, you were in a situation where you could have won the game.
Right.
And I don't want to get away from that. We were in situations where we could have won. We got inside plus 30, get inside, what I call the deep red zone, and not getting it done is unacceptable. So what do we got to do to fix these things? Well, that's my job, but it's also your job too, to make sure when I'm telling you, to do these things, that they're being done on a daily basis. And I want 100 snaps before. So I want 100 snaps. I want 25 long snaps. I want punters punting and kickers kicking, and just getting in those little specials. Just repetition to me makes perfection. So, they're starting to understand that now. The little things mean so much. So,
well, has repetition been basically the emphasis of practice?
This week. You broke up a little bit, Philip.
Yeah, sorry. Has repetition been kind of the main focus of practice this week?
I kind of heard half of what you said. For us, it's just getting prepared mentally with them is what I figured out that they needed to do. Lots of questions, situational questions. Who do you get more in the situation? They line up like this. What are you going to do? Trying to make sure that I'm letting them know that you're allowed to ask a lot of questions. This is a situation where we're just going to tell you what to do, and you're going to act like you understand. And then in the game, those things aren't really executed, to its full capability. So, this week was really, let's tighten up, making sure that because I told them, once you know on something, once you know it, you can't unknow it. You just have to execute it and do it to the best of your ability. So, it's a technical game. And if this guy moves 5 inches to the right, well, that could change the whole blocking scheme of what we're doing. So, but there was so many positives, about that game. You mentioned them during, the commentary a lot, and I really appreciate the support you've been having for us. But at the end of the day, we can't play for them, right? We can't go out there and get it done. They have to get it done as a team and come together. And I saw a lot of positive things, and I really enjoy this group of kids, even though it is a small group. They're really a neat group of kids that really want to please their coaches, and my defensive coordinator did a really great job. That was his first game as a varsity defensive coordinator, stepping in kind of late. And, I was really proud of Coach JR. Coach Casada was getting the calls on the field in a real nice manner. We had guys making hit charts, trying to help us out. We had a little, snafu with our sideline system, downloading those play clips. So there were some adjustments that we could have made, but the technology wasn't working at the time. So we ordered a new booster to get a better internet connection. So I hope that really helps us this week. So, but it's game one, right? There's always going to be some things that you gotta work out those kinks. So I think we got them worked out.
And of course, tonight you guys take on the Mohave Thunderbirds, a team that snuck a victory from the Marauders last season, 29-26. Literally the last second play of the game, Mohave was able to get the victory. What do you expect from the Thunderbirds this year in your first matchup against them?
You know, the T-Birds are tough, man. They're a scrappy group of dudes. You know, we saw that they, you know, struggled in some areas, you know, but they had some really good aggressive players up front. They got some kids going both ways like us, you know, so that's always hard. And I think overall preparation of the team, you know, they need that. Some of these guys didn't even have scrimmages, you know. They're just coming out there for the first time. So I told my kids that, you know, what I see on film is a good football team, regardless of what the results were last week, coming up short against Bradshaw Mountain. But you know, they got some players that could really hurt you if you don't stay disciplined. So we respect them a lot, and we're gonna play them real hard.
Well, Coach, I know that I don't speak for just myself. I speak for a lot of people around the community, and of course with Yavapai Broadcasting. We're seeing a completely different Marauder team this year. I know last week you guys did suffer a loss, but you know, you talked about the discipline. It just seems like a completely different football team out there, and what we've got brewing right now is exciting going forward, and we're happy to have you with us, and we can't wait to see what comes next.
Yeah, it's, you know, the Cottonwood and the community, they've been super nice to me and super good to me, really supportive. I mean, they see what I'm trying to do for the kids, and the school's been super supportive. And I wanted our kids and our community to understand that our school really, really cares about, you know, their growth, and doing whatever it takes with my leadership and my vision to meet these expectations, because they know that they're very important. And I want our kids to, you know, really just appreciate that, have appreciation for the things that they receive, you know, for their weight room, for the way that our athletic director, how hard he's worked with COVID, you know, what our administration's been doing behind the scenes, trying to get these kids back on the field. And I really try to hit that home with them, to let them know that this is a community event, and it's a town that really, really, really loves and supports football. And, you know, but it's them. That's how they conduct themselves as individuals when no one's around, that really set it home. And we've been trying to, you know, do everything we can to, you know, make great relationships. Cold Grill, you know, came through and they feed us every Thursday night at the restaurant outside, big old smoker. You know, Brenda's done a phenomenal job. The food has been, you know, 5-star, you know, and just little things like that. I want the kids to understand that those are blessings. You know, those are super important things that make us and our football team feel like it's for real. So I absolutely have no complaints. I really don't. It's just been a wonderful experience. It really has, taking this job.
Well, like I said, Coach, we're excited to see what happens going forward. You got everybody excited here for Marauder football again. You know, 2019 was a year to forget, but 2020 seems to be a new beginning. And I want to thank you, Coach, for taking the time. We got to get back to the pregame show here, but I appreciate you taking the time, Coach. Good luck on the game tonight, and we'll talk to you throughout the season.
Hi, this is Parker Jones with Jones Ford in the Verde Valley. At Jones Ford, we're proud Arizonans, we're proud Americans, and we are proud to serve our community. At Jones Ford, we offer an amazing selection of new Ford vehicles, and we offer pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models. And we offer them all to you at a discounted sales tax, which will save you hundreds. I promise we are worth your consideration. We are Jones Ford, Verde Valley, Arizona's best.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We are the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Beautiful smiles improve more than just your dental health. They improve your confidence and quality of life. Verde Valley Orthodontics, the office of Dr. Nick Booth, offering the highest quality of technical care while treating their patients with respect, courtesy, and compassion. One happy client stated, "I can't stop smiling." Read more amazing reviews at verdevalleyortho.com. 2 convenient locations, Cottonwood and Sedona. Call 634-2121 to schedule your free evaluation today.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
Want to welcome you back here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. Want to thank head coach Doug Provenzano for taking the time to talk with me before the game. Philip Catafamo alongside Nick Yatsenko. Nick, we're home. We're ready for a bounce-back victory. Last week, significant improvement from the Marauders, and I know we're excited to see what they bring for us tonight.
You can hear the AC/DC bells going off, Philip. It's getting hype in the stadium here, and absolutely. Over 220 yards rushing for the Marauders last week. It was a great week on the ground for them. Lots of forced turnovers, couple interceptions. Going to have to bring some of that momentum into this game.
And the Marauders almost looking for a revenge game tonight. As we mentioned last season, the Marauders lost 29-28 right here on Bright Field. A game with a lot of penalties and mistakes, but they're looking to reduce them tonight and beat Mohave.
Yeah, that was a real tough loss last season. That was a real tough one. We don't want to see that one again. So Marauders are definitely zoned in, locked and ready to go. Provenzano's got all business on his face down there. I know the guys are following suit.
Well, we're fired up. We're ready to go. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have kickoff for you right here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. Don't go anywhere.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
2 things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
For 30 years, Rok Zoo screen printers have provided Northern Arizona with clean, crisp, quality screen printing. They work with you to make the right choices in creating the right artwork and message to put forth your best image. Choose from brand name products and even fashion-forward designs, including caps, tees, sweatshirts, polos, and jackets. Make Rok Zoo your choice for work and sports uniforms, workwear, resort wear, and more. Find out more at rokzootees.com. Rok Zoo screen printers in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock.
Hi, my name's Crazy Tony. The reason I'm here today is to let you know what Poquita Loco is all about. Unlike the rest of the Mexican food restaurants in that area, our main focus is tacos. From street tacos to cheap tacos and everything in between. So come on down to Poquita Loco for some crazy good tacos, the newest place in Old Town. And also we are honored to offer 10% of our profits to the Old Town Mission to help less fortunate. Have a great day and be safe.
And here they come, the Mingus Marauders, their home opener tonight against the Mohave Thunderbirds. Looking for some revenge from last year. The Mohave Thunderbirds beating the Marauders here at home, 29-28. Looking to change their luck tonight, get their first victory since 2018. And I'll tell you what, Nick, we got a new intro, we got a new team, and we're ready to go.
Trying to get the monkey off our back, and these guys are ready to do it. We've seen them. They've been all business. Coach Provenzano's got these guys locked in and ready. We saw them coming down to the weight room before pregame warm-ups. These guys are looking real focused tonight. And I mean, that's the only thing you can do. Every week you got to improve on like those forced turnovers. You got to be forcing more turnovers. Got to be getting more rushing yards. We got to see a few more than 44 yards through the air. That's what Harrison did last week. I'd like to see a little bit more of that. That's how we're going to get points on the board, which is what we're going to need to do tonight.
You know, the air attack, not necessarily there for the Marauders last week, as you brought up, Nick, but the running game looks real good.
Yeah, and it's real strong. When you got Drew Meyer running the football, Drew Meyer is one of those running backs that average about 3-4 yards a carry, but he's going to carry 2 or 3 defenders with him each time.
Yep.
And then you go to the other side, you got Mark Kinsley, Similian, and what a beast. Man, we saw Mark Kinsley break through a few defenders and take it downfield a few times. We're going to need those big chunk runs from those guys tonight.
Yeah, Mark Kinsley looking like almost $1 million, so we'll play on with his name there. But anyway, last time these two teams matched up, Harrison through the air played real well. 13 for 18 passing, 191 yards, 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. And, well, we'll see what the Marauders can do tonight. We'll send it down to the field for the national anthem and coin toss. A beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner by Lee Loughnane of the band Chicago. And what an incredible rendition. Want to thank him for taking the time to come down here and give us that wonderful pregame national anthem.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Almost sounded like I heard some fireworks in there too. It went right along with it.
You think he brought the fireworks from home?
That's dangerous, but we'll take the entertainment here.
Well, as we all know, his son Lee plays for the team, transferring over from Sedona. And we'll get the coin toss here going. Want to remind everybody that our coin toss is sponsored by Jennifer Griffin of State Farm Insurance. Offices of Jennifer Griffin is pleased to sponsor the Mingus Marauder coin toss. Stop by to see Jen for all your insurance needs at 545 South Main Street, across the street from Walgreens. Same location for 35 years. Visit www.jenismystagent.com or email Jen at jenismysfagent.com. I want to thank Jennifer Griffin again for sponsoring the coin toss here. As we get ready to go, Nick, we are at a little bit of a smaller capacity due to COVID-19, but regardless, everybody's fired up and we're ready to go.
Yeah, some of the players got a couple tickets each to bring their family or friends, and that's just the way it is here in 2020. And you got Zach Figge out on the field for the Marauders as their captain, and along with those restrictions, just one captain each side. Yeah. So for Mohave, it's going to be Ryan Porter out there, number 2. And for Mingus, number 24, Zach Figge. And
as we wait for the coin toss here, we'll see what the Marauders can do as Figge waits down there. Like you mentioned, the captain for the Marauders. not going to be much of a Saturday in the park for the Marauders if they don't start off early, reduce some of those mistakes they had against Flagstaff.
Yeah, most certainly. You got to force the turnovers again. That's just got to be something that they talked about all week and watched film and just went over how they were able to make those interceptions. The defense was flying around. They did a good job. Just got to get that air attack going. Last season against these guys, they had a good air attack. Hopefully they can carry that on to tonight.
Yep.
But, Mojave's looking to bounce back too.
Yeah,
it was
Mohave.
a big loss they had last week, 56-0 against Bradshaw. So, I mean, not only does Mingus have a sour taste in their mouth after our 7-0 loss last week, but Mojave's got that same taste. So both teams looking for a comeback here.
And the Mohave Thunderbirds do bring back some returners from last season, so it's really, in some way, a rematch of last year.
Yeah, both teams, about the same amount of returners, which is super interesting. A couple seniors coming back who looked real good last year as juniors, and boy, we got our hands a dogfight tonight.
Yeah, Coach Provenzano getting the team fired up, Nick, as we get ready for kickoff here. Marauders looking for a bounce-back victory, their first victory since 2018.
Whew.
Of course, going 0-10 last year, 0-1 currently on the season. Coach Provenzano wants to win. The Marauders want to win. They will return. They'll go from right to left on your radio dial, and the Mohave Thunderbirds will go from left to right. And we'll see what this game has in store for us, Nick. Does anybody really know what time it is? The answer is it's game time.
We're tired of talking about that 2018, huh? Let's get over that.
Yeah, we're ready.
We're ready to get the W here, and I'm sure the guys down on the field are the same way.
It'll be Sanchez and Meyer waiting for the kickoff from the Mohave Thunderbirds. Philip Katafmo alongside Nick Yatsenko. We are ready to go here under the lights at Bright Field.
Sanchez, he had a great running week last week. Didn't see him run the ball too much last season, but last week he sure did.
Yeah, Jonathan Sanchez lost early in the season last year due to, I believe, a collarbone injury, but we're happy to have Jonathan back on the team, a speedy receiver and running back. Kickoff is up, and we are underway here at Bright Field. Marauders looking for a bounce-back win. Return by Sanchez, going past the 20 now, making his way past the 25, past the 30. Jonathan Sanchez past the 40, going past the 50, man running right behind him, going down to the 30-yard line. What a return from Jonathan Sanchez.
What a great job. Sanchez is able to find the hole and just burst through there. That's a great job by the Marauder, getting downfield, giving his offense great field position.
Now we'll see what the Marauders offense can do. We take another look at it. You can see Jonathan Sanchez had daylight, but a great chase down tackle by number 11 for the Mohave Thunderbirds, Crispin Stewart, to save what essentially was going to be a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Yeah, Crispin showing some speed out there, catching up to him. Sanchez is a fast running back, too.
Yeah. Harrison will be under center for the Marauders wearing number 7. Markinsley Similian behind him, number 3. 3 wide receivers lined up left. They'll hand it off. Similian up the middle, barrels his way for a couple yards. Going to be a small game, but a good start for the Marauders.
Yeah, great job. Anthony Islis out there on the edge, moving his defender back, giving Similian some room to get right upfield. That's a good job of just getting forward for a few yards.
11:30 here on the play clock as we begin the first quarter. 6-yard run for Markinsley Similian. And not enough for a first down. We will have 1st and 4.
Oh, and I only said a few yards, but yeah, he barreled for 6.
He did, yeah.
There. That's a great run.
Harrison dropping back to pass, looks left and throws it to nobody. That pass intended for number 16. That's Hunter Perkins, who also had himself quite a game last week. What a good showing for the junior.
Yeah, he certainly did. And boy, thank goodness that Thunderbirds didn't pick that one off, because I don't think there was any Marauders in the vicinity looking for that ball.
No, there were definitely 2 Mohave Thunderbirds and 1 Marauder right behind them, but thankfully that ball falls incomplete. 11 minutes, 11 seconds here in the first quarter. 3rd and 4 for the Marauders, looking for a first down conversion to keep the scoring drive alive that was started by an amazing return by Jonathan Sanchez over around the 26-yard line on the Marauders' 26. Similian behind Harrison under center. Harrison takes the snap. Similian just wrapped up by the front line of the Mohave Thunderbirds. That's going to be number 64 on the tackle for Mohave.
Trenton Eiler. What a great job by him to get through the offensive line and make the tackle. And, yeah, boy, that was he met Similian right at the line and brought him back a yard.
Brings up 4th and 5 for Mingus.
So it'll be 4th and 5 for the Marauders. They'll hurry up to the line here. Similian behind Sanchez. 3 wide receivers right. Harrison rolls right. Looks across the field. That one is complete to Meyer. First down, Marauders. They're near the 15.
Great ball by Harrison. That's a great throw and great catch out there. That's a Who's that on the catch? Hunter Perkins again. We're going to be calling his name all night.
I believe that was Drew Meyer on the catch, but yeah, Harrison dropping back a few yards, rolls right, is able to put a nice ball right into the hands of Drew Meyer for a first down. 1st and 10 on the 14 for the Marauders, and we'll see if they can strike first, something they could not do all game last time against Flagstaff, getting shut out in the entire game. Harrison hands it off right side. Sanchez looking to finish what he started. He will. Up the middle, touchdown, Jonathan Sanchez. They started last year with a rushing touchdown. Nick, they start this year again.
There's that speed that Sanchez has. We talked about it. Can't believe he got caught on the kickoff return. You're going to see the replay here. Sanchez is just going to take that, make a beautiful cut once he hits the middle.
Wow.
End zone. Nobody's getting him.
Nobody gets to him. We'll see what the Marauders do here. Looks like they might line up for a 2-point conversion. Sanchez able to take that handoff right at the middle and strike first for the Marauders. They're up 6-0, waiting to get in the extra point here, and looks like they'll go for 2.
What a great start. Great start.
Phenomenal
Gotta get points on the board.
Harrison hands it off. Semelian's got daylight. He'll get in. The 2-point conversion is good. Marauders up 8-0 with 10 minutes and 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. How about that start for the Marauders, Nick?
Outstanding. That's exactly what the Marauders are going to have to do all night long. Let's get some insurance, get some more points on the board. It's a great drive.
It'll be Thunderbird ball, when we come back. Hopefully I'll figure myself out as well. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, this is Parker Jones with Jones Ford in the Verde Valley. At Jones Ford, we're proud Arizonans, we're proud Americans, and we are proud to serve our community. At Jones Ford, we offer an amazing selection of new Ford vehicles, and we offer pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models. And we offer them all to you at a discounted sales tax, which will save you hundreds. I promise we are worth your consideration. We are Jones Ford, Verde Valley, Arizona's best.
Want to welcome you back here to Bright Field on the campus of Mingus Union High School. Philip Katafamo alongside Nick Yatsenko. We've got a great matchup as the Mingus Marauders take on the Mohave Thunderbirds. Our current score on our Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard, 8-0 Marauders lead. Starting off with a huge kick return from Jonathan Sanchez, capped off by a rushing touchdown from Jonathan Sanchez and a 2-point conversion from Markinsley Somaili. And Marauders will kick it off. Flagstaff will return around the 5-yard line. That's going to be number 1, Isaac Robles. Robles looking for some space. The Marauders will bring him down around the 28-yard line or 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for Mohave, and now they'll get their opportunity to respond.
Yeah, good return by Robles there. It was a good job of getting up past the 20, about 27-yard line. And, yeah, Mingus defense. Let's see that start that we had last week with the forced turnovers.
Well, we'll see what the defense can do. They did a great job of getting to Flagstaff throughout the entire first half, left them shut out until a third-quarter touchdown by the quarterback of Flagstaff. That was Bewley. But we'll see what Mohave can do. Their quarterback, number 5. I believe that's number 5. But anyway, he'll hand it off, and it stopped right up in front.
Yeah, that's a great job. And boy,
Durkalek
out there. I think that's how we started the game last week, was Durkalek on a tackle. And, boy, here we are again, right in the backfield, too.
So we'll get another look at it. That was number 5, Elias Resendez handing it off to his running back and shut down immediately by the Marauders defensive line. His running back, Jonathan Williams, number 15.
Resendez, one of the captains out there for the Thunderbirds.
Resendez in the shotgun formation. Williams right behind him. 2 wide receivers left and right. He's going to hand it off. Williams almost fumbles it, able to hang on to it. Looking to gain back yards. He'll go a little bit further than the original line of scrimmage. Small gain, but progress for Mohave.
Yeah, and that's a good job. Angelo Alvarez on the tackle, and man, do we announce his name a lot, getting the tackles out there. But really just a swarm of red, and that's just a great job by the defense being quick out there.
9 minutes and 10 seconds left here. Ball spotted on the 23-yard line. 3rd and 8. Mingus looking for a 4-and-out early on, then looking to get more points on the board. Resendez in the shotgun formation. Williams right behind him. Williams, only a freshman, making his way to the varsity roster. Resendez drops back, looking over the middle. It is complete. And Robles has got a lot of room to run past the 40, past the 30, past the 20 on the slant pass. He looks to go into the end zone. He'll get stopped at the 5. Big completion for Mohave. That pass right over the middle completed to number 1, Isaac Robles.
Wow, Robles ran a phenomenal route. You see it on the screen there. He's able to just go right through the middle of the defense, find an opening, and boy, Elias able to hit him with the pass, and right downfield Mohave goes.
And Mohave looking to strike right back after giving that early touchdown up for the Mingus Marauders. 8-0 on our Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard. 8 minutes, 33 seconds left here. 1st and 10 on the 6-yard line. A lot of room made up on that slant pass from Isaac Robles. Resendez under center, Williams behind him. Robles on the right, receiver on the left. They're going to hand it off. It's going to be a keeper for the quarterback. Resendez tried to break a tackle, but he will not be successful. Zach Figge on the tackle for a loss of about 3.
That big Zach Figge doing a great job of getting his feet moving out there, getting the outside. You're going to see the replay here. Elias going to give the hand or take the handoff, and oh yeah, Zach Figge read that like a book. Good job. It looked like Hunter Perkins out there. Yeah. Wrapping up the feet.
So Perkins and Figge with the double tackle there. 7 minutes, 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. 2nd and 9, so no loss on that one for Mohave. Resendez takes the snap, hands it off. Williams swarmed again by the Marauders defense.
Yeah, just to see a red out there, that's a great job.
Well, you got to think Coach Provenzano, after that slant pass for about 40 yards, he's probably fired his team up and said, we need to get a stop here.
Yeah, you bet. You got Ilya Martinez, initial lineman out there for the Marauders, making the stop, clogging up that defensive line. That's a great job.
7 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the first quarter, 3rd and 10. Marauders looking for a 4-and-out and take over offensively and try to get some points on the board. Big offensive play from Isaac Robles on the pass from Elias Resendez gets Mohave down around the 10-yard line, and a couple stops from the Marauders brings us to 3 and 10 on the 10. Resendez takes the snap, drops back, looks right, pass is almost complete to Robles in the end zone, but it falls incomplete. No flags on the field. We've got 4th and 10.
Yeah, great job. Hunter Perkins on the coverage out there. Robles looking to bring that one in for the touchdown. They're looking to finish the drive with Robles just like they started that.
We take another look at it, yeah.
Here, that's a great tackle right there. And then, boy, Mohave just can't seem to penetrate the end zone, and hopefully the Marauders can keep him out right here.
So it'll be 4th and 10 on the 10-yard line. 6 minutes, 58 seconds left here. 8-0 our score. Resendez under center, 3 wide receivers left, 1 on the right, running back lined up right next to him. He'll take the snap, drop back, looks right, lofted ball in the air. It is lost by the receiver. Turnover, Marauders ball.
Yeah, boy, Robles just didn't see it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was in the vicinity there. He just couldn't get his head around to see the ball.
Hunter Perkins with some great coverage, though. He was right there with Robles the entire time.
Yeah, nothing to take away from Hunter Perkins. He's already been out there for several tackles and coverage. We're going to be announcing him all night.
8-0 our score remains on our Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard. Marauders will take over on the 10-yard line, the Mohave 10, as they look to make up some ground lost on that beautiful pass from Resendez to Robles early on. But Marauders defense, we talked about it last time. They're making some good improvements.
Yeah, and that's how you stop the momentum right there. Huge play by Mohave, and now Mingus got the ball back.
Harrison under center. Man in motion, that's Sanchez. They're going to hand it off. Left side, Sanchez. Excuse me, that's Drew Meyer. Meyer's going to get wrapped up and brought right back to the line, and might be a loss of about 1 or 2.
And maybe,
as Meyer on the sweep.
Forward progress. Maybe they won't move it at all.
It looks like they might spot the ball a little bit forward. We'll take a look here.
Nonetheless, again, Drew Meyer dragging a couple guys with him, trying not to go backwards.
It is going to stay on the 10-yard line. So no gain, no loss. We're right back where we started, 2nd and 10 on the 10. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Harrison again under center. Similian behind him. Man in motion. They're going to hand it off. Similian able to fight for a couple yards, maybe a gain about 4. But gets the Marauders on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage for a gain.
Yeah, no doubt. And that was Raul Martinez, one of Mojave's captains, on the tackle, and he did a great job of just standing up our offensive line and giving Similian nowhere to go.
5 minutes, 50 seconds left here. Again, our score 8-0 on the Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard. 3rd and 10 for the Marauders here on the 14. That is the Mohave 14. So they're near the Mohave goal line. Harrison under center. Similian behind him. 3 wide receivers left. We'll see what the Marauders do. Harrison's going to drop back. Rolls left. Over the middle. It is complete. What a catch. Is that Freddie Jimenez? It was. Jimenez makes the catch, first down Marauders.
What a great catch on the sidelines, huh? Jimenez able to bring that one in. Kind of looked like Mohave was going to get a tip on it, but last minute, Jimenez just brings it in right on the sidelines, tiptoes.
Great pass and an even better catch for the Marauders right around the 24-yard line for Mingus as they move the ball now, 1st and 10 on the 24. Getting close to under 5 minutes here in the first quarter. Marauders looking to strike again. Harrison takes the snap, hands it off. Sanchez on the right side. He's got a lot of room to run. Breaks a couple tackles, gets a few blocks. Going past the 50. Sanchez, have yourself a night. Jonathan Sanchez around the 30-yard line. Huge gain for the Marauders, 1st and 10.
Yeah, boy, Sanchez is tired out there after running all that way. He's had a couple huge runs. And, boy, give some credit to Jimenez out there going foot for foot with him. You see the replay on your screen. Getting up there, trying to make some blocks, and that's also going to be Ilion out there.
A great lead block from Ilion Martinez.
The big guy getting downfield fast.
Yeah. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Marauders with 4 minutes and 59 seconds left here in the first quarter. Ball spotted
First down, Mingus from the 32.
On the 32-yard line. Again, 1st and 10 for Mingus. Back on their own 32. Looking to strike again, 8-0. And we might get a timeout here. Yes, there will be a timeout. Timeout on the side of Mingus. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, more football. Don't go anywhere on Verde Valley TV and KYBC.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
Coach Provenzano getting his team focused up here as we continue the first quarter. 1st and 10 on the 32 for the Marauders. 8-0 our score on the Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard. 4 minutes, 59 seconds left. But, Nick, you got to be happy right now if you're Coach Provenzano. Jonathan Sanchez is having quite a night.
It couldn't say it any better. Coach Provenzano's got to be proud of the guys and the start that they've had. Big rushing game. That's real exciting to see. And that's just only going to open up Harrison in the passing zone. And the last couple passes, he's had completions.
Harrison drops back, fakes the handoff, rolls left. He's going to take it himself. Gets past the 35, past the 30, past the 25-20. Harrison's got wheels. He'll go into the end zone. Touchdown, Marauders.
What a run by Harrison. Taking it, doing it with his feet. Who needs to go through the air when you can sprint to the left like that and get right over the pylon?
We saw it from Zach Harrison last week. We saw it all last season. He takes the quarterback bootleg to the left, goes past the 20 into the end zone, barrels his way in for a touchdown, and the Marauders up 14-0 early.
Outstanding job by the Marauders offense to just keep getting points on the board. It's a great job. They're going to need the insurance here because Mojave's already shown that they can be dangerous through the air.
Marcus Bueno will be on the kick for the extra point to put the Marauders up 15-0. Ball is snapped, and it is loose. Bueno's going to have to fall right on top of it. He will. So unsuccessful one-point conversion, but regardless, the Marauders still up by 2 touchdowns, 14-0. As we continue the first quarter, 1st and 10, we'll have the kickoff for Mohave. 4 minutes, 47 seconds left here in the first. Don't go anywhere.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
14-0 our score as we welcome you back here to Bright Field. Want to welcome you back here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. Marauders up by 2 touchdowns, Nick, with 4 minutes and 47 seconds left to go. They'll kick it away to Mohave. But what a good start for Coach Provenzano.
One of the best starts we've seen. Since that 2018 win, we're trying to get that monkey off our backs, and that's a great way to start. Couple touchdown drives, and that's exactly what the Marauders are going to have to do.
But on the flip side, though, Mohave was knocking at the door at a touchdown to respond to the Marauders' first touchdown as that one gets sent downfield. We'll get a return for Mohave around the 5-yard line. They'll take it past the 20, looking to go past the 30. They will get shut down right around the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Mohave at around the 21.
Yeah, Zach Figge out there. He's all over the field. He's a part of that tackle on the kickoff return. Good job by him. Showing some speed to get downfield.
I got to say, we saw Figge lined up with his helmet off during the national anthem, and he's got a slick haircut. I like it a lot.
Oh, he's got some sweet flow, Philip. That's some sweet flow. I wish I could do that.
Yeah, you and me both. 4 minutes, 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 on the ball spotted on the 26. Mohave will take over, looking to respond. 2 touchdowns for the Marauders on the ground. Nothing through the air just yet.
It's got to be intimidating seeing that haircut from across the field.
It's definitely intimidating up here. Dropping back is Resendez. That ball almost intercepted by Zach Figge over the middle. It'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 now on the 26.
Yeah, he must have heard us talking up here in the booth. Good job by the Marauders. Way to read that screen by Figge.
2nd and 10 now again on the 26-yard line. Our score on the Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard, 14-0. 2 rushing touchdowns for the Marauders.
Resendez just put that over the hands there. Put that over the top because they had some blockers out front ready to go.
Yes, they did. 4 minutes, 32 seconds left here. Resendez in the shotgun formation. Williams lined up next to him. 3 wide receivers right, 1 on the left. Resendez takes a snap, drops back, looking for a pass. It's going to be short, and it is caught. One-handed grab by number 11. That is Crispin Stewart.
Yeah, what an impressive catch by Stewart.
Or, excuse me, that was 15. That was Jonathan Williams with the one-handed grab.
Williams able to bobble that with one hand and just bring that in and get upfield. This is a good job. Good coverage by Drew Meyer out there. He almost got a little tip on that.
Yeah, an impressive grab from the freshman as we take a look at it. Resendez just kind of chucked it in the air to get it over Perkins. And Williams doing a great job of keeping track of the ball and making that one-handed grab.
Yeah, those catches are tough. You got to really be locked in.
Resendez in the shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers on both sides. Williams in the backfield. He'll drop back, looking to pass again, looks left. It is intercepted right into the hands of Angelo Alvarez. He will go past the 20, looking for the return. Marauders get a defensive touchdown. They're up 21-0.
Pick 6 to the house, and that's how the Marauders are going to take it here. It's a great start for Mingus.
What an incredible start for the Marauders. Resendez overthrows his man. Angelo Alvarez is just sitting down, waiting for the ball, able to make the catch, and runs all the way in for a score, 20-0. Marauders looking for the conversion.
Boy, you don't even need your offense doing it out there. Defense has got it going. That's just outstanding. Coach Provenzano's got to be hype on the sidelines.
We talked about it. This team playing differently, looking differently, and we're seeing it tonight.
Super focused. Super focused.
Marcus Bueno will go out for the second attempt for the extra point. The last one was a botched snap over his head. No harm done, though. The Marauders able to obviously keep their lead here. Bueno kick is up, and it is good. 21-0 here. 3 minutes, 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Marauders will kick it off when we come back. Don't go anywhere on Verde Valley TV and KYBC.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
Minutes and 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. The Marauders, in the first quarter, 21-0 our score. Philip Katafmo alongside Nick Yatsenko. Marauders will kick it away.
The mascot's getting down there. That's just excited for the lead.
He's got a reason to get down.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
21-0 here. Ball will be sent downfield. Stewart will return it around the 5. We'll take it past the 20, looking for a little more this time. Going past the 30, he'll get stopped at the 32. And their last drive ended in a pick 6 for Angelo Alvarez. We'll see what the Marauders defense has in store for quarterback Elias Resendez.
Yeah, and Resendez, I'm not sure what he saw out there. He might have been just trying to throw that away to some open field because Angelo Alvarez was the only one over there.
I just think it was just a slight overthrow. Yeah. His receiver was there. He was in position. It's just a little bit too much. You know, again, nothing, no harm done.
He was getting pressured too.
He had that pressure. He had that incredible completion to Robles over the middle, and it really, we've seen it only takes one play for Mohave to get right back in it.
So much speed on the Mingus defense.
Oh, yeah.
Angelo Alvarez, he can get it wheeling just like Sanchez can.
Resendez in the shotgun formation. Williams right behind him. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off. Williams almost drops the ball, but will keep going. Past the 40, looking for the first down. He'll get it in a little more.
The flag comes in late on this. Here. We'll see what that is. That's a great run by Williams.
Yeah, great run by the freshman, Jonathan Williams, who had an amazing one-handed catch early on. It's going to be holding on Mohave, so they get sent back 5 as we take another look at it. Looks like it may have been one of the receivers of the offensive line there that was pulling on one of the Marauder defenders.
Yeah, just didn't let the Marauder defender turn his back to make the tackle. Trying to keep his hands on the inside, get away with that one, but the ref caught that.
So that'll move the sticks.
Boy, and if you're the Thunderbirds, that's just a huge momentum killer.
Yeah.
Huge momentum. You haven't had too many plays go positive. You had a huge one to go positive, but you can't have these penalties when you got some good yardage.
So it'll essentially be 1st and 10 again.
Replay first down from the 32.
32-yard line, the Mingus 32-yard line. 21-0 here, 3 minutes, 26 seconds left. Resendez takes the snap, drops back, looks left, rolls left, bootleg, flag on the field. It is caught, and no, it is incomplete. But there is a flag down, so we'll see who that is on.
And Drew Meyer, just an outstanding job of not even letting the Mohave Thunderbird catch that one there. Looked like it was going to be a catch for maybe no gain, but Drew Meyer able to get his hands in there and jar it out.
3 minutes, 21 seconds left here. Ball spotted on the 32-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 10. It'll be a sideline warning on the Marauders, so somebody standing where they're not supposed to be, I guess. So again, now it'll be 2nd and 10 on the 32. 21-0 our score on the Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard. 3 minutes, 21 seconds left here in the first quarter. Marauders, confident lead, Nick.
Looking good, looking good. Big Anthony Islas out there leading the way on a lot of this pressure. Back to Resendez.
Resendez in the shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers on both sides. Going to hand it off. Williams looking for something up the middle. He's going to fight for a few extra yards, still on his feet, but he will finally get brought down at around the 38-yard line. So nice little run there for the freshman.
I'll tell you, that's a wonderful run by Williams. He was able to put his head down, knock over a couple Marauder defenders. You can see it on your screen there. That's a great job of just lowering the shoulder, holding that football with 2 hands, not letting anybody get a hand in there, and just barreling through for some yards.
Under 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Ball spotted on the 38-yard line. 3rd and 4 for Mohave. Marauders looking for another 4 and out. Their last defensive drive resulted in a pick 6 touchdown from Angelo Alvarez on an accidental overthrow by Resendez, but he's again under center in the shotgun formation. And it's going to be offsides. Yeah, it looks like Ryan Porter took off a little early. So we'll have a false start.
Jump on Hunter Perkins out there. Hunter's real fast. You're going to need that jump to get by him.
So now it'll be 3rd and 9. 2 minutes, 29 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Well, Mohave just kind of stepping on their toes here.
Yeah.
Every time they're getting a few yards, trying to get that first down the hard way, they're getting penalties that are sending them back 5 yards.
Now, Nick, I would be remiss to not mention that Mingus had a confident lead going into the second half last time against Mohave.
Oh, let's not talk about that.
That one over the middle. Robles again. Cuts back around the 50-yard line. Pass completed right over the middle to Isaac Robles. Big-time first down for Mohave.
Nice job by Robles, able to bring that one in again. And Marauders are going to have to keep an eye on that. You can see your replay here. Just a great ball by Resendez. And Robles does a great job of finding the open field. Able to view that Marauder defense, find a good opening, give his quarterback a nice spot to put it.
Resendez again in the shotgun formation, rolls right, got a man wide open. It's Robles again. It is incomplete. what looked like a surefire, at least first down, possible touchdown. It goes right through the hands of Isaac Robles.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker. Robles is out there, hands on his helmet. You can see the replay here. Man, wide open. Resendez throws a good ball, just a little low, and just can't bring it in.
Very close completion from Isaac Robles. As Resendez drops back, pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, intended for number 2. That is Ryan Porter. It falls right out of his hands. That'll bring up third down. 3rd and 10 on the 48. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Marauders up 21-0.
Well, big third down, and Mohave keeps getting themselves in these 3rd and long situations. Great for the Marauders, but boy, if I'm the Mingus defense right now, I'm looking out for Robles.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Isaac Robles has been burning the Marauders over the middle as Resendez drops back. Pass again is intercepted. Is that Angelo Alvarez again? No, it's Figgy. Zach Figgy, the lettuce, with the interception.
The flow, he's coming through here. What a great interception.
Fabio with the interception here. Right to Figgy, beautifully read by the Marauder linebacker. First down, Mingus, 1st and 10.
Looking a lot like last week, huh?
Yeah.
Forced turnovers. That's an outstanding start to the game.
Still a lot of football to be played, though, as we are only in the first quarter. 1st and 10 now for Mingus on the 25-yard line. 1 minute, 58 seconds left here in the first quarter. Marauders looking to strike again and continue this lead. Harrison under center. Hands it off. Semillian looking for some room to run. He will get it. First down, Marauders, and we will have a penalty. So Mark Kinsley.
Like maybe in the vicinity of a horse collar tackle or something. It threw the flag kind of right where he got tackled.
So Semillian able to get the first down for the Marauders. Not sure what that will result in, as he gets a nice handoff right up the middle and finds his way to the right side, the far side of the offense, and gets tackled out of bounds. So Semillian will come out for a play. It will be a horse collar, so the Marauders will be basically knocking on the door of another touchdown.
Man, the Marauders showcasing the weapons they have.
Yeah.
Man, lots of speed. We've seen real good speed from Sanchez, Jimenez out here already, Semillian. That's a great job by these guys.
It must be nice to have that counterback with Semillian when you can hand it off to Sanchez on the sweep. And same thing with Meyer. Meyer is also sort of that dual player who can run up the middle.
He's always good for a couple yards.
Harrison under center. Takes the snap, hands it off. Sanchez looking for a second rushing touchdown of the night. He will find it.
Great run by Sanchez, just real shifty. What a great shifty run, just able to kind of bob and weave through the line of scrimmage. You're going to see the replay here. Harrison takes the snap. Great job by the offensive line. And boy, Sanchez making it look good.
Now how about that lead block by Curtis Glansman?
Good job by the big guy pulling.
Yeah.
You're going to see him pull right in your screen. You saw it 55. Boom, seals the edge and gets him right in the end zone.
Jonathan Sanchez, second rushing touchdown on the night. Marauders up 27-0, looking to make it 28-0. Marcus Bueno sends that one up through the uprights. 28-0 here in the first quarter. 1 minute, 32 seconds left as the Marauders up big against Mohave, but it'll be the Thunderbirds' opportunity offensively when we come back. Don't go anywhere.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
So a rushing touchdown for Jonathan Sanchez. His second on the night brings the Marauders up 28-0. Want to welcome you back here on KYBC and Verde Valley TV. 1 minute, 32 seconds left here in the first quarter. Marauders kicking it away. And Nick, like we mentioned before, Coach Provenzano's got to be happy.
Yeah, the guys are super focused. You can tell down there, and we saw it before the game. Harrison looked real sharp. The running backs drills. These guys are locked in, ready to go. Provenzano's got these guys wanting to get the win.
Alvarez will send it downfield. Mohave will recover it around the 10. It'll go right through his hands into the end zone for a touchback. So Mohave will start on the 25. 1st and 10 for the Thunderbirds.
And I always love seeing a touchback high school football. That's great. Tough to get the touchbacks. That's a long field to go for the Thunderbirds.
So the ball will be spotted on the, the 20-yard line.
Starting from their own 20-yard line.
So their own 20, 1st and 10, minute 30 left in the first quarter, Nick. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. And like we mentioned, you can see right there on the Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard, the Marauders are up big.
Yeah, it's a great start for the first quarter. You got to keep the momentum here. You can't let up at all because you've already seen Resendez able to throw that downfield.
Resendez hands it off. Williams left side looking for some room to run. Barrels his way through a couple defenders for the first down.
Yeah, great one by Williams, and you got to be careful playing the pass. Looked like Mingus maybe backed off a little bit, waiting for that pass, and all of a sudden Williams able to get through the line of scrimmage and get the first down.
Minute 25 here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 now for Mohave on their 31. Resendez looking to get the Thunderbirds on the board. Takes the snap, hands it off. Williams again, shut down at the line by the Marauders.
Boy, that's going to be Ilya Martinez. What a beast. Gets right through the line of scrimmage and able to make that tackle. Boy, Williams going nowhere.
I'll tell you what, we're going to be missing Elian Martinez next season, the senior. Able to get the the tackle right back at the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
You were almost on point there. They marked it a little bit behind that line of scrimmage. A great job by Ilian to get through that line.
So ball's still on the 31. It'll actually be 2nd and 11. So did get a loss of 1 on that run from Williams. So we've got a new quarterback as well. That's number 4. That's Dylan Erickson. So Erickson under center now. He'll take the snap. Rolls left, looking to pass. Over the middle, it is incomplete. Pass looks like it was intended for Porter over the middle, around the 50-yard line. Falls incomplete. We'll bring up 3rd and 11.
Just over the hands of Porter. That's a good job. Porter's a big receiver out there.
3rd and 11, Mohave.
Just about 6 foot Porter is, and that's a good target to hit for a high school quarterback. And
yeah.
Boy, Erickson does a good job of trying to get it and keeping it out of the Marauders' hands. These Mohave Thunderbirds are doing a good job of getting to that open field, not letting any red jerseys near them.
Yeah, Dylan Erickson, the backup quarterback to Elias Resendez.
And you hope Resendez is okay.
Yeah, it's always tough to have a bad outing, especially at the high school level. And, I know we talked about a couple of the overthrows, but Resendez had some really nice passes over the middle. As Erickson pass incomplete over the middle around the 40 to Robles. And 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. 4th and 11 for Mohave. Looks like they'll punt, and that should send us to the second quarter. Ball will remain on the 30-yard line. But like I was saying, it's tough when you're young to have those bad outings. But like we mentioned, Resendez had some really, really nice passes. Just a couple didn't fall his way.
It's still early on in the season. It's the second game for both teams.
No real offseason.
Like we talked about, no offseason. So you got those shoulder pads. You just saw that pass. Hit Robles in the shoulder pads and bounce right off.
That snap is over the head of the kicker. Marauders looking for a touchdown. They'll get it. Recovered by the Marauders defense.
Drew Meyer.
Able to capitalize on the bad snap.
Oh, just so unfortunate for the Thunderbirds, and the Marauders are just hype on the sidelines. It's chest bump city down there.
34-0 here in the first quarter, 11 seconds left. And you can see the snap just going right over the head of the kicker. That is Angel Ortiz.
And Ortiz just couldn't get his hands on it, trying to avoid the devastation for his team, and just couldn't get it. Good job by Drew Meyer to locate that.
34-0 here with 11 seconds left. 1st and 10 as the Marauders look for the extra point here. Marcus Bueno will look for his 3rd conversion. Ball is snapped. Kick is up. And we'll see if it goes through. It does. Marcus Bueno, 3 for 4 on extra point conversions. Marauders up big. We've got 11 seconds left here in the first. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, my name's Crazy Tony. The reason I'm here today is to let you know what Poquita Loco is all about. Unlike the rest of the Mexican food restaurants in that area, our main focus is tacos. From street tacos to cheap tacos and everything in between. So come on down to Poquita Loco for some crazy good tacos, the newest place in Old Town. And also we are honored to offer 10% of our profits to the Old Town Mission to help less fortunate. Have a great day and be safe.
35-0 is our score here in the first quarter. Marauders will kick it away to Mohave, and a bad snap results in a touchdown for the Marauders. And Nick, it's almost like a completely different team out there for Mingus from what we saw last season.
Well, certainly. And these guys have got to be feeling it. I mean, they got to be feeling it on the sidelines. This is definitely the biggest lead we've seen. So, I mean, the Marauders have got to be building some confidence off that.
Angelo Alvarez will kick it away with 11 seconds left here in the first quarter. Looks like we might get the kickoff and maybe one play before we head into the second. And Alvarez into the end zone for another touchback.
Nice. Great kick by Alvarez, making the Thunderbirds go the full distance.
35-0 here as Mohave takes over. 1st and 10 on the 20 after that touchback. Offensively, the Marauders look good. Defensively, they've been taking advantage of the mistakes, something they did not do last game against Flagstaff. And tonight you can see right there on your screen and right there on our Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard, 35-0, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
Yeah, looking real promising. Coach Provenzano's got to keep these guys focused. Real easy to lose focus when you're up this big. It's tough to maintain that job. They're out there. They got to keep an eye on their man.
Erickson in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap, drops back, fakes the handoff, looks over the middle. It is complete. Robles, nope, it is out of his hands.
Ooh, in and out. He caught that, and it looked like he was just trying to turn around and run before he actually gripped it.
Well, I mean, like we mentioned, it is a little tough without much of an offseason to get used to playing with pads on again as it goes to 2nd and 10 on the 20 here with 7 seconds left here in the first. Some guys are just getting back into the mix of football. Like you said, Nick, it's only the second game of the year. Essentially, it feels more like preseason, but we're already week 2.
Yeah, starting to get used to the pads. You can see that. You see the ball bouncing off some shoulder pads, but the Marauders looking a little bit better this week and will only improve.
Erickson takes the snap, looks left. That is complete on the left side. It is completed to Crispin Stewart. Stewart will get the first down and fall around the 40. Big gain for Mohave.
Yeah, good job by Crispin Stewart to get upfield, get the Mohave Thunderbirds a first down. And that's what Marauders are going to have to keep an eye on. Now, they're going to get these. You see the replay here. Yeah, he's going to hit Crispin. Boy, yeah. Crispin does a great job of just getting right upfield. And the Marauders are going to have to keep an eye on that and not let the run game affect them at all, because that's going to happen.
Our score at the end of one, 35-0, Marauders lead. Still a lot of football to be played right here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. Don't go anywhere.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
2 things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Want to welcome you back here to the second quarter on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. Mohave Thunderbirds with the ball here on the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. 35-0 our score. The Marauders in control early on in the first quarter. Philip Catafamo alongside Nick Gitsinko. Erickson in the shotgun formation. Williams lined up to his left. 2 wide receivers on both ends. And Nick, Mojave's looking for a response.
Yeah, and they got to be careful about the penalties. The penalties have really affected their drives. They're starting to go downfield. They've gotten a couple first downs, and then they're just getting these 5-yard penalties each time, and that's really going to put a damper on it.
Erickson in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap, drops back, looks right, passes right. It is completed to the receiver on the right side. We'll get a number there. I believe it was number 11, and that was, again, Crispin Stewart. And no, it is actually completed to Ryan Porter on the right side, number 2.
Yeah, and Erickson, he's just looking for some completions. That's a good job. He's got a couple completions in a row now. Not the most yards, but that's what Mojave's going to have to do to get downfield. And this is that dangerous part where they got to watch the penalties. Just talked about this. They got about 4 or 5 yards, and the last couple drives, they're just getting penalties that are stepping on their own toes.
Want to thank a couple of our sponsors here. Of course, Larry Green Chevrolet for sponsoring our scoreboard, Taylor Waste and Yavapai College. Erickson in the shotgun formation, Williams to his left. Receivers on both ends. Erickson takes a snap, drops back, looks right, pass over the middle, wide open. Robles, it is almost completed around the 30, but will fall incomplete. Not a bad look, but a little too far out in front of Isaac Robles.
Oh, my gosh, what a ball by Erickson.
Yeah.
That was a great ball and almost a great catch by Robles out there on the dive.
We're essentially seeing the future of the Mohave quarterback position, at least for one more year, as Erickson is the junior coming in for Elias Resendez, the senior. And we'll get a taste of Dylan Erickson tonight, and we'll more than likely see him next season.
Yeah, boy, he's got some good technical footwork. We've already seen it for a young guy. It reminds us a little bit of Zach Harrison, our quarterback, who's just immaculate with footwork.
3rd and 5 on the 44. Snap taken. Erickson looks over the middle. He's got a man again. Marauders looking for a pick. They'll get it. Wow. That ball is intercepted around the 30. The Marauders will take over.
Man, this defense is just ball hungry tonight. They are all over it, getting up and after it. And Erickson almost found his receiver, but it just didn't work out. Marauders, another interception. That's a phenomenal job.
Joseph Frudenreich on the interception. Listed as a fullback and wide receiver on the roster, but getting some time as a DB. Comes up with a big interception.
Yeah, hops. Rosen's got some hops out there going up and getting that because, boy, Erickson almost had his receiver on the edge. It's outstanding defense, and we saw this last week, and hopefully this continues on throughout the whole season. This defense is ready to move around. They're real fast.
Yes, they are. 11 minutes left here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 on the Mohave 27. Marauders ball up 35-0. Harrison waiting to take the snap. Hands it off, flips it over left side. Looks like that's Drew Meyer. He'll get brought down right back at the line of scrimmage. Good stop for Mohave.
Yeah, most definitely. Defensive line for Mohave just kind of standing us up out there. Drew Meyer just always does a great job of running that football, getting his head down, not trying to take a loss. You can see the replay there. He's going to try to drag guys with him. And just a great job by the Mohave defensive line.
So it looks like it'll be, if anything, a loss of about 2. So we'll go 2nd and 13 or 12. 2nd and 13 listed on the scoreboard. Ball spotted on the 24-yard line. Marauders looking to make up some ground after that loss. Harrison under center. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off left side. Jonathan Sanchez got a little bit of room to run. We'll make up some ground, and we'll keep fighting for a couple extra yards, but not much on that run. Good defensive stop by Mohave.
Yeah, great job. Thunderbirds able to swarm on Sanchez there, and, boy, they don't want to see Sanchez hit open field because we've seen the speed already.
9 minutes, 50 seconds left here in the second quarter. Ball remains on the 24-yard line. That is the Mohave 24. Make that the 26 on a small gain of about 2 for Jonathan Sanchez. 3rd and 11.
Yeah, good job to get the 2 there. Harrison's 2 for 3 throwing the ball. So he's got to be feeling comfortable tonight.
Yeah. Harrison under center again, takes the snap, he's going to hand it off. Nope, he's going to take it himself, trying to fight his way away from a defender, and that ball is incomplete. Pass intended for Jonathan Sanchez. Smart play by the junior quarterback to throw that one away.
Yeah, and good job by getting that ball going forward instead of throwing that behind him, because the ref was almost going to let that one go, and Harrison just got that at an angle going forward, so it was an incomplete pass, not a fumble.
4th and 11 on the 26-yard line as Zach Figge looks to punt it away. Of course, we should mention Zach Figge, technically, statistically, as a quarterback here at Mingus, is 1 for 1 with a touchdown. Last season. Remember that?
We love talking about his stats.
Oh, yeah.
Those are immaculate QB rating right there. That's your fantasy guy.
Yes, Zach Figge, a great bye-week quarterback, but regardless, 4th and 11. We're going to take a quick break. Timeout on the side of the Marauders. Ball spotted on the 26 when we come back right here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC.
For 30 years, Rok Zoo screen printers have provided Northern Arizona with clean, crisp, quality screen printing. They work with you to make the right choices in creating the right artwork and message to put forth your best image. Choose from brand name products and even fashion-forward designs, including caps, tees, sweatshirts, polos, and jackets. Make Rok Zoo your choice for work and sports uniforms, workwear, resort wear, and more. Find out more at rokzootees.com. Rok Zoo screen printers in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock.
Want to welcome you back here to Verde Valley TV and KYBC on the field at Brightfield here at Mingus Union High School. 4th and 11 for the Marauders as they look to punt it away to the Mohave Thunderbirds. Philip Katafamo alongside Nick Yatsenko. Ball spotted on the 26-yard line as Zach Figge looks to punt it away for Mingus. I want to thank a couple of our sponsors before that punt is sent off. Jones Ford Verde Valley, Suzy Q Market, and Poquita Loco. That one's sent downfield. Stewart with the return around the 40. Making his way past the 50. Stewart cutting back around the 40. He's got a lot of space to run. Mohave finally strikes as we've got a flag on the field. That one might come back, but for right now, Crispin Glover with a punt return touchdown, but we do have some laundry on the field.
Yeah, it looks like that one might be coming back, and what a shame. It was a great return for the Thunderbirds, and you could see they were getting hype out there on the field. You can see it on your screen there.
A lot of lead blocks here.
Yeah, these guys are doing a great job. Yeah, that's just Marauders have got to catch that edge a little bit more.
So it looks like it will be, I believe, holding on the side of Mohave. So the ball will instead get spotted at around the 38-yard line. Or they're moving the sticks a little bit further now, so make that. Excuse me, that ball's going to be spotted on the Mingus 26.
Boy, the penalties are just killing the Thunderbirds. They're just killing the Thunderbirds out here. And that's, we talked about it ruining some of their drives already early on. And there's a touchdown that comes back.
1st and 10 on the 26, 35-0, 9 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the second quarter. Philip Katafamo alongside Nick Yatsenko.
Not the best field position the Thunderbirds have been in all night. They were closer, and Marauders were able to stop them.
They were on the 10 that last drive when they in the first quarter. Erickson shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Almost loses it. Able to hang on to it. Meyer looking for the sack. That ball is up and will go incomplete. So the ball thrown to the far side. It will fall out of bounds around the 10-yard line. 2nd and 10.
And just a great mature move by Erickson to throw that ball out. As Drew Meyer put the pressure on him, almost got him at the feet, and he was able to just get that ball right out of bounds with a receiver nearby. I believe that was Robles.
Yeah.
Threw it right in the vicinity. That's a real smart play by the quarterback.
9 minutes and 2 seconds left here in the second quarter. 2nd and 10. Ball spotted on the Mohave 26. Erickson looking to break the 0 on the scoreboard for Mohave. Erickson takes the snap, drops back, looks left, rolls left. Pass over the middle again. Oh, right through the hands of Hunter Perkins. Almost a pick for the Marauders, but falls in an incomplete.
And Hunter Perkins almost adding to the list of forced turnovers. And, yeah, boy, Erickson's got to be careful. That last play, he was trying to avoid those red jerseys. This time, you just got to be careful looking downfield. Maybe I think he just barely overthrew his receiver, but Hunter Perkins is in the right spot, almost comes up with it.
And it looks like Perkins showing a little discomfort, not sure where it's at. He's still on the field for Mingus as he keeps grabbing that tailbone.
Stretch your back right there.
Either that or he fell down on his back, or possibly on his rear end, but he's fine and ready to go.
Looks like he's working it out.
Erickson in the shotgun formation, takes the snap, drops back, looks left, short pass is completed to Stewart. Stewart cutting back, Figge looking for the tackle, and he will bring him down around the 20. So that'll bring up 4th down, but not too much for Mohave to get a first.
Yeah, good job by Williams getting upfield and Figge making the tackle. Or sorry, that was Crispin Stewart on the run.
4th and 2 now. Ball on the 18-yard line. Mohave trying to get rid of that goose egg on the board. 35-0, 8 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the second. Erickson, shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers on both sides. Williams lined up next to him. Erickson takes the snap, hands it off, and the ball's loose. Erickson able to fall right on top of it and recover it. but not after a big loss. It'll be a turnover, Marauder ball.
And how about the big guys out there? Ilya Martinez, Anthony Islas, right next to the quarterback trying to get that ball. Good job by the lineman breaking through, almost coming up with the fumble.
If we're looking at a storyline for the beginning of this first half, it's definitely got to be the Marauder defense. They held Flagstaff scoreless last game, and currently, there's still 8 minutes left here in the second quarter. Still a lot of time for Mohave to get on the board. Currently, they're doing the same thing.
We're seeing the Red Sea swarm out there. It's awesome. There's
Chest Bump City, you said.
Chest Bump City. Gotta love that on the sidelines. It's only a matter of time before Provenzano starts chest bumping down.
I'd love to see Coach Provenzano get up. Marauders looking for a handoff. We've got some flags on the field. A bit of a confusing play. It was a handoff, I believe, to Meyer, or to Sanchez, excuse. Oh, no, that is Drew Meyer. So Drew Meyer looks like a loss. There is a flag on the field. We'll see what that is. I think it might come back against Mingus.
Yeah, waiting to see what the call is here. Coach Provenzano's getting his offense ready just in case they do have to move back.
We got 8 minutes left here in the second quarter. First and long for the Marauders.
Yeah, Harrison's bringing his huddle back.
Yeah, around the 15-yard line.
Almost like he knows something.
We'll see what that penalty is. You know who I'd really like to see join in Chest Bump City is the mascot.
Yeah. How about the mascot and Provenzano? I'd say Provenzano might knock the mascot over in that.
So the ball will now be spotted on.
Result of the last play, a loss of 2, sets up second.
So it'll be a loss of 2, second and 15 for Mingus. Not sure what the penalty was, but you're going to hand it off left side, and we got another penalty here.
Drew Meyer still barreling for a few yards.
It was a handoff to Meyer, but it looks like, again, the play will get stopped. It's going to be a penalty on Mohave. Maybe a false start or encroachment.
Didn't see anybody go early. Maybe lining up in the neutral zone will get you an encroachment penalty.
So Mingus now is a little closer to the first down. Ball around the 32. They're going to hand it off. Nope. Harrison's going to keep it himself. He's going to run to the left side looking for the first down. He'll get it and fall around the 40-yard line.
Yeah, great job, Drew Meyer, getting up the middle, lead blocking on that, giving Harrison some daylight. And that's a good job by the quarterback. Man, Zach's got some shifty feet. He's able to get through that hole and make some good cuts.
Ball spotted on the 41. First and 10 for the Marauders here in the second quarter. We've got 7 minutes and 40 seconds left. 35-0 our score. Marauders currently leading Mohave.
Harrison, 2 carries for 31 yards. He's an outstanding start on his feet.
Harrison under center is going to hand it off. That's going to be big Drew Meyer fighting for a couple extra yards, but he'll fall down about a gain of 2.
Yeah, and you always see it. 3 Mohave Thunderbirds riding Drew Meyer to the ground there. Good job by Drew getting forward.
Should be 3rd and 8 for the Marauders on the 43-yard line.
Gain of 3 on the play.
We're going to make that the 44, 2nd and 7. 7 minutes left here in the second quarter.
And we saw the Marauders start out as a fast pace, and we've noticed that they've slowed down. We're starting to huddle, kill that clock a little bit more.
Harrison takes the snap, hands it off left side. Drew Meyer fighting for a couple extra yards, trying to push for that first down. He will get a small gain, but it will not be enough for the first.
Following big Anthony Islas out there. Good job by the big guy, moving his guy backwards, getting Drew Meyer upfield a few yards.
So a small gain for Drew Meyer on that run.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 3.
4th down run, 4th and 3. We'll see what Harrison can do under center. Takes the snap, hands it off. Left side, Sanchez cuts back, gets right over the middle past the 40, past the 45, 50, or he's around the 30, excuse me. First down for Mingus. Jonathan Sanchez, have yourself a night.
Sanchez is all over the place tonight. What speed. Able to bring that speed. Mingus offensive line doing an outstanding job getting upfield. You can see it on your screen there. These guys are all over the place. They're buzzing tonight.
You can see that handoff by Jonathan Sanchez, able to find a lot of room. A couple lead blocks for Mingus, and first down now, ball on the 31, 1st and 10. We've got 6 minutes left here in the second. Harrison flips it left side. That's Meyer. He's fighting for a couple extra yards. He'll only get about 2, right around the original line of scrimmage, falls down around the 30.
Yeah, and just that typical dogfight of a run by Drew Meyer. Good job getting upfield, getting positive yardage. And I want to go back to that last play. That was Curtis Glassman getting upfield, making some blocks. And it's a great job keeping up with Sanchez. He's up there with Sanchez making some blocks downfield. Good job by the big guy.
Harrison under center. Running back's behind him. He's going to hand it off right side. There's Jonathan Sanchez again. Cuts back. Going past the 20-yard line. Pass around the 15. He'll get brought down at the 15. First down, Mingus.
Man, and Sanchez, as he's getting tackled, you just see his feet keep churning. Yeah, he's still running even though he's getting dragged down. You see the replay here. What a hole opened up by that offensive line. That's a big hole Sanchez got to run through, and then, yeah, just keep your feet moving. That's a great job by the running back.
So timeout on the side of the Thunderbirds. Our Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard says 35 Mingus, 0 Mohave, 5 minutes 24 left here in the second quarter. When we come back, it'll be 1st and 10 for Mingus on the 16. Don't go anywhere.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
It'll be 1st and 10 on the 16 for the Mingus Marauders as they look to punch in another touchdown. Our current score 35-0. Philip Catafamo alongside Nick Yatsenko. Want to welcome you back here to the broadcast on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. We've got 5 minutes and 24 seconds left here in the second quarter. Nick, the offense is churning, the defense is stopping, and the Marauders are playing well.
All the components are coming together for the Marauders right now in the second game.
Harrison hands it off right side. Drew Meyer looking to barrel his way through for a touchdown. He'll fall down around the 4-yard line. Big run for Drew Meyer.
And we got a flag coming in late, so let's see if that might come back. Mojave's saying it's coming back our way, but nonetheless, you can see the replay here on your screen. Drew Meyer, great handoff, outstanding blocks out there, and Drew Meyer able to get upfield.
And a good touchdown-saving tackle by Crispin Stewart on the side of Mohave, able to wrap up the legs of Drew Meyer. Of course, that will go back. Actually, that's going to be a penalty on Mohave.
Wow, boy, there's your, way to help the Marauders out on a drive. Didn't need the help. Drew Meyer able to get upfield and almost get into the end zone, and Mohave getting another penalty, which is going to bring the Marauders real close.
1st and goal for Mingus on the 2-yard line. Looking to get another score and put themselves up very, very big here in the first half. Harrison under center. Men in motion. Harrison takes the snap. Drops back, hands it up. Drew Meyer looking for the goal line. Score, we'll see if he got in. And they might stop him at the 1.
No signal yet.
Yeah, it will be stopped at the 1. So big stop by the Mohave defense at the goal line. And I'll tell you what, Nick, if they can stop the Marauders, that's a good momentum carrier into the second half.
Absolutely. Tough way to go for your offense, but you'd rather have that than more points on the board for the Marauders.
2nd and 1 on the 1-yard line. 35-0. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left here.
It's where that offensive line needs to get a real quick step, move all those Thunderbirds back.
Harrison hands it off. Meyer's going to barrel in for the touchdown. Mingus extends their lead before we head to halftime.
Just a small little run. He didn't even bump into anybody. He just kind of took the hand off and found himself in the end zone and stood still. You see the replay there. Just following his lead block out there by Figgy. Good job.
Drew Meyer with the score. Marauders up 41-0. And they'll look to punch it in. You can see, just like Nick said, he kind of like just sort of stepped over the line and was able to score the touchdown as Drew Meyer, as Bueno goes in for another extra point. That one is up and good. Mingus up big, 42-0 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the second quarter. It'll be Mohave ball as they look to respond. Don't go anywhere.
Yavapai College has 6 campuses and centers in Sedona, the Prescott area, and the Verde Valley. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, YC has what you need to jumpstart your academic journey. Our athletics teams are some of the best in the nation, and we have plenty of student-led clubs, organizations, and activities. Our full-time student discount makes YC the most affordable option in Arizona for a full-time student. Learn more today at yc.edu.
A confident lead for the Mingus Marauders as we welcome you back into the broadcast here in the second quarter. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the second. Philip Katafamo alongside Nick Kitsinko. You can see it right there on our Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard. Mingus 42, Mohave 0, but the Thunderbirds will get an opportunity to try to respond before we head into halftime.
We're going to have to make some big adjustments at halftime, the Thunderbirds are.
And we'll see what Coach Rudy Olvera can do for the Thunderbirds before we head into half as that ball is returned around the 10. Meyer hustling in for the tackle. Stewart will get brought down around the 25-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Mohave. And we'll see what they can do down 42-0 here in the second quarter.
Yeah, good job by Crispin Stewart to scoop that ball up because it was bouncing right at his feet. And, boy, that's a live ball on a kickoff. So that was a good job by him to pick it up and scramble to the right, get a couple yards.
Coming down to 4 minutes here in the second quarter, 1st and 10. Ball will be spotted on the 22-yard line.
We're going to have to pick and choose the offensive plays we talk about here.
I guess so.
Huge ones.
And we hope you do stick around for the halftime show in the second half of this game. We'll get a chance to talk with athletic director Yancey DeVore. As that ball is snapped, looks left. Erickson is brought down and sacked. Big loss for Mohave, about 6.
Oh, my goodness. Dirkalik laying a lick out there. What a hit. You're going to see the replay here. Boy, poor Erickson out there. Didn't see it coming at all. Dirkalik, full speed, great tackle. And then you see he's inviting everybody to chest bump city after this play. Boy, Erickson just didn't see it coming. You can see it on your screen there. Yeah, 2 Marauders met him.
Makai Arenado also on the assist with that tackle. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the second quarter. 2nd and 17 now for Mohave. Ball is snapped and loose. It'll be recovered and dropped on, or fell right on top of. It'll be a loss of about a couple for Mohave.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of these fundamental errors from Mohave that we saw last week at our first game, and I'm sure across the country, these teams' first games, because they haven't had the summer practices.
Right.
They haven't had the big mans. They haven't had the 7-on-7s that they normally play. So you get out here and you're just not as comfortable as you are. But a couple games in, and the Marauders are looking really good. Mojave's going to have to clean up some of these fundamental errors that they're making.
It'll be 3rd and 20, as it looks like Mojave's got a new quarterback out there.
And you hope Erickson's
okay.
It is
Resendez.
Hit he took.
Elias Resendez is back in. And looks like it'll be a penalty on Mohave.
It looks like an illegal substitution.
That's going to bring them back even further. They'll be right at the goal line now. It looks like the ball spotted on the 4.
And
so it'll be
still a couple minutes left for the Marauders to put more points on the board before
2 minutes.
halftime.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the second quarter. Resendez takes the snap, drops back, looking to pass over the middle. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Porter around the 20-yard line. Would not have been enough for a first down, but definitely would have moved the chains a little bit for Mohave and get them away from that goal line.
Yeah, and Porter had some room. Porter makes that catch. He might be able to turn upfield and break the Marauders through the middle. There wasn't too many red jerseys around him, but we just missed him as Robles.
So it'll be 4th and 24, and Mohave will punt it away. Mingus will have about 1 minute and 40 or so seconds to try to put some more points on the board before we head into halftime. And like I said, hopefully you will stick around with us here at halftime and for the second half of this game. Still a lot of football to be played here at Bright Field. As that ball will be sent downfield, around the 35-yard line will be received. And here comes Angelo Alvarez past the 30, now around the 20. Alvarez looking for a big return past the 10. There will be a flag on the field. And Alvarez brought down around the 5. What a big return for the Marauders.
And Angelo is so quick on his feet. Great job of making a move up front like that, getting to the outside. You can see the replay there, that juke he put on. A great job getting upfield. Nice job, John, on the sidelines on the camera angle there.
Yeah, John Stabe over with the steady cam, getting the good shots on the sideline. And Hunter Perkins fired up after that lead block to give Sanchez Alvarez a couple extra feet.
Almost had the camera invited to Chest Bump City.
Maybe John wants to jump in it. I don't know. John doesn't seem like. Oh, it's actually Tristan Wright, former Marauder.
Tristan looking to jump into the action. that's great.
Sorry, Tristan.
Angelo just doing a great job of getting upfield. And, boy, the Marauders looking real sharp tonight.
I was going to say, John is not much of the chest bump type, but Tristan maybe is. Current lumberjack over at Northern Arizona University, coming to help us out here with the camera work on the sideline. Happy to have Tristan back. He's a former Marauder. So 1st and 10 for Mingus as we get down to under a minute left. It's going to be handed off up the middle. Cutting back is Drew Meyer past the 10 and into around the 5. First down, Mingus. They look to strike as the clock keeps going.
Yeah, and you got to love Drew Meyer getting big yards on his runs because he's just a brutal back who's going to get a couple yards every carry, and it's nice to see him get upfield getting over 10 yards.
1st and goal on the 6-yard line for the Marauders. They look to punch in one more touchdown before we head into halftime. Harrison hands it off right side. Sanchez cuts back, goes into the end zone. The Marauders extend their lead.
Oh, Sanchez adding to the points tonight. Great job by the Marauders offensive line. These guys have got to be feeling confident out there. You saw the chest bump there by Harrison and Sanchez. These guys are amped tonight.
48-0 here as we get close to the winding down of the first half. As Marcus Bueno will go in to kick it again. He's only missed one so far. See if he can knock this one in. And it'll be blocked. So big block. Big block for the Mohave Thunderbirds. But Nick, Marauders going into halftime here, 48-0. You got to like what you're seeing so far.
Absolutely. Provenzano's going to go in there in halftime and definitely praise the team a little bit. They're doing a great job. We saw how focused they were before the game. And I'm sure Coach Provenzano is going to keep them focused. And if they play their cards right, we might be able to get some other players in there to get some experience.
It is halftime here at Bright Field. The Marauders currently leading the Mohave Thunderbirds 48-0. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be joined by Athletic Director Yancey DeVore of Mingus Union High School. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Verde Valley TV and KYBC.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Beautiful smiles improve more than just your dental health. They improve your confidence and quality of life. Verde Valley Orthodontics, the office of Dr. Nick Booth, offering the highest quality of technical care while treating their patients with respect, courtesy, and compassion. One happy client stated, "I can't stop smiling." Read more amazing reviews at VerdeValleyOrtho.com. 2 convenient locations, Cottonwood and Sedona. Call 634-2121 to schedule your free evaluation today.
For 30 years, Rok Zoo screen printers have provided Northern Arizona with clean, crisp, quality screen printing. They work with you to make the right choices in creating the right artwork and message to put forth your best image. Choose from brand name products and even fashion-forward designs, including caps, tees, sweatshirts, polos, and jackets. Make Rok Zoo your choice for work and sports uniforms, workwear, resort wear, and more. Find out more at ROKZooTees.com. Rok Zoo screen printers in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at Gettle'sHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettle's, and go Marauders.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
Want to welcome you back here to Brightfield. A confident lead for the Marauders as we head into halftime, 48-0. And we get halftime going here, and now I'm joined up here in the booth by a man who is very familiar with our broadcast, athletic director here for Mingus Union High School, as this mask keeps going into my mouth.
Yeah.
Athletic director Yancey DeVore. Yancey, welcome on.
Yeah, hey, it's great to be here, man. What a great night for Mingus football. So, yeah, absolutely.
A very big night so far, and the big hiring of Doug Provenzano starting to turn the corner for the Marauders. Last week, a close loss, 7-0 to Flagstaff, but tonight they're showing up against Mohave.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? We saw glimpses of it last week, and then it just carry over to this week, and I think we're seeing the fruit of some labor right here with these boys. So it's good to see. I'm excited to see it.
You know, as we talked about before, of course, COVID-19, we had to reduce the attendance size here tonight, but, a great crowd for this home opener for Mingus, and anybody in the cave is always good.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime we can have a game here and at least have mom and dad here or a family member, that was kind of our goal. And our whole goal is to keep cleats on the field.
Right.
And, with us being in that moderate range, we're in a tricky situation. Me personally, I want to open up the floodgates and get this place packed, but that's just not the reality we live in right now. And my whole goal and mission is to keep these kids playing. That's my goal.
Yeah, and when we've seen it so far, of course, volleyball continuing their season, cross country and swim as well, having their swim meets as well. The golf team going along with their season, and now football. Yeah. We're in week 2. We're taking the precautions that we need to, and we're seeing some good success from the Marauders on the field. As Nick and I have been discussing, it's been an interesting season, but interesting in a good way.
Absolutely. It almost felt normal for a little bit. When you're out there and you're on the sideline and the ball is moving, or you're at a volleyball game and you hear the fan and you hear the spike, or at a cross country meet and you can actually see the kids running and competing. It feels like fall should be.
Yeah.
And I hope these kids are getting some sense of normalcy out of it, in spite of all the garbage going on around us with this COVID thing. So
thanks to of course a lot of our superintendents and of course athletic directors and our principals and really everybody in coordination to make sure that we're wearing masks. I know mine keeps wanting to go into my mouth, but we're wearing the mask, we're taking the precautions. We want this season to continue, and like I said, right now we're seeing a good showing by the Marauders. We're seeing a great season so far from volleyball. We're looking forward to the winter season, but just in general, like you said, it's just nice to get kids playing again.
It is. I'm so excited to our cross-country team. There's both the boys and girls are having a lot of success there. Dave Monsibais is doing just a bang-up job with that program, and even Gretchen with the kids in the pool, and we're going to actually end up with a sectional qualifier here for state. So we're really excited for that. And golf's got the boys are starting to improve, and the girls are actually looking at some state placers. So some really cool things are happening here at Mingus. And I know James Ball has kids going up in the theater. I mean, we're doing screening still. And we're doing, like you said, it's a very concerted effort from the top down to make sure we're doing it safely, the right way, and keeping kids involved.
And again, just around campus in general now, we keep talking about the athletics, but you mentioned the theater program. What else has been going on around campus as we get the return to in-person learning again?
Yeah, I mean, we've had students on our campus for some time now. We haven't had a lot of numbers, but even when we did open up to that kind of that modified opening, we do have kids on campus now, and things are not quite normal because we don't have 1,200, 1,300 students on campus, but we do have students that are connecting to the school, and I think that's really important. And after we come back from fall break and we open up with that traditional model, that it'll hopefully get a more sense of normalcy. Granted, we're still going to have this cross-contamination thing and mask thing that we have to deal with, but if we can get kids connected better, and the teachers engaging those kids, I think that's good for them, good for our community, and good for everybody.
Well, Yancey, I want to thank you very much for always being so kind and courteous to us, allowing us to do the broadcast, of course. And well, it's always great talking with you. And,
it is.
And I want to thank you very much for coming on and talking with us at halftime. Hopefully we'll find a Marauder win tonight.
I appreciate that. And, hey, Verde Valley TV, man, you guys are the envy of our region because you guys do it right, and I get a lot of compliments. So Flag gave you a great compliment last week that I talked to you about. So
well, I
appreciate you guys bringing the professionalism
of course.
And bringing these programs to the eyes of our audience, so especially during these times.
There's some great things going on around Mingus, and we're happy to be a part of it. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about the first half and get you ready for the second right here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. I want to thank the athletic director, Yancey DeVore, for hopping on the broadcast. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
Hi, my name's Crazy Tony. The reason I'm here today is to let you know what Poquita Loco is all about. Unlike the rest of the Mexican food restaurants in that area, our main focus is tacos. From street tacos to cheap tacos and everything in between. So come on down to Poquita Loco for some crazy good tacos, the newest place in Old Town. And also we are honored to offer 10% of our profits to the Old Town Mission to help less fortunate. Have a great day and be safe.
Want to welcome you back here to Bryant Field, the Cave, as the Mingus Marauders carry a confident lead, 48-0 here as we get ready for the second half. Philip Katafmo alongside Nick Kithinko. Want to thank Athletic Director Yancey DeVore for coming on and talking about the program and all the wonderful things going on around campus. And he mentioned a return to normalcy. And Nick, a return to normalcy, that's a Marauder win. And right now the Marauders are poised to get one.
Oh, man, Yancey's fired up. So are the guys in the locker room, I'm sure. They're doing a great job tonight. Everybody's locked in, and we saw that and talked about it in pregame. These guys were on the field. They were locked in, ready to go. Coach Provenzano has done a great job all week. I'm sure they watched that game film from last week with those forced turnovers, because we're seeing the exact same thing here tonight.
Yeah, the Marauders' defense is definitely one of the highlights so far for this team. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll get you the offensive stats right here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, this is Parker Jones with Jones Ford in the Verde Valley. At Jones Ford, we're proud Arizonans, we're proud Americans, and we are proud to serve our community. At Jones Ford, we offer an amazing selection of new Ford vehicles, and we offer pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models. And we offer them all to you at a discounted sales tax, which will save you hundreds. I promise we are worth your consideration. We are Jones Ford, Verde Valley, Arizona's best.
Yavapai College has 6 campuses and centers in Sedona, the Prescott area, and the Verde Valley. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, YC has what you need to jumpstart your academic journey. Our athletics teams are some of the best in the nation, and we have plenty of student-led clubs, organizations, and activities. Our full-time student discount makes YC the most affordable option in Arizona for a full-time student. Learn more today at yc.edu.
2 things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Want to welcome you back inside the broadcast booth here at Bright Field, inside the cave on the campus of Mingus Union High School. Philip Katafmo alongside Nick Gitsinko. Nick, it's been a great it's been a great game so far for the Marauders and doing a good job for the team as the defense.
Best game we've seen in a while. The Marauders are looking really sharp out there, super focused. We're going to talk more about that defense. Angelo Alvarez and that Marauder defense is just flying around. Hunter Perkins out there with great coverage. And then we saw that huge hit by Dirkulik. Man, and he actually took Erickson out of the game, put Resendez back in. That's just a huge hit, and it's nice to see the Marauders playing that fly-to-the-ball mentality.
But on the flip side, you know, we keep talking about how good the Marauders are doing, but Mohave has been showing some flashes that they can score offensively. They can make big plays over the middle. It's just the execution. A couple balls sailing over the heads of receivers, balls out in front, balls falling through hands. Like we mentioned, we know that there was no offseason. It's a little tough for these guys to get back into that rhythm, and hopefully Mohave will be able to turn their tides around for this game, if you're a Mohave fan, and hopefully throughout the regular season they can get back to playing good football.
Yeah, and the no 7-on-7s, you can tell that these guys haven't been playing 7-on-7s because Mohave overthrowing the ball a few times, and that's really hurt them with the interceptions. The Marauders just doing a great job of finding the open field and staying behind their guy a few yards, playing that safety almost a little bit, and it didn't work with Robles. Robles is doing a great job for the Thunderbirds finding open field, and it's just getting overthrown by the Thunderbirds, and the Marauders defense capitalizing on it, doing a great job of going down and getting points. And we even saw a pick six tonight. Yeah. That's outstanding. So defense starting to contribute to the scoring.
That's right. We had a pick six, and then we also had a botched snap go into the end zone for the Marauders as well.
Drew Meyer covering that one up. That was the second touchdown of the night. First one was a rushing touchdown. This is just great job by the Marauders altogether tonight.
Yeah, and you like to see it from Mingus, especially, you know, like we mentioned last season, a little bit of a rough game, rough season all the way around, especially against these Mohave Thunderbirds. But Drew Meyer, you see right there, 9 carries, 35 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns for the big back for the Marauders. And it's not just been Drew Meyer. Jonathan Sanchez is having a phenomenal game for Mingus right now. 7 carries, 113 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns for Sanchez.
Just incredible speed Sanchez brings to the game. What a counter. Yeah. You go from Drew Meyer and Markinsley Similian, who are just your backs, who can just pound up the middle. They're going to get you 4 or 5 yards a carry every time by just carrying defenders with them. And then you give the ball to a guy like Jonathan Sanchez. And Sanchez is able to just get right around the outside really quick, find a hole, and just burst through the open field. And boy, the Mohave Thunderbirds are tired of hearing and seeing his number out there.
And you know what? Zach Harrison not doing it through the air, but right now doing it on the ground. He's got a rushing touchdown. He's only got a handful of yards passing, but he's doing a great job of making sure he gets the ball right into the chest of his running backs, limiting his mistakes as much as possible. And, well, that's a reason why the Marauders are up 48-0. And we've got a lot more football in store. Second half coming up soon as the Marauders look to carry their big lead and get their first victory since 2018. We'll see if they can do it on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. Second half football right here.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
Want to welcome you back here to Verde Valley TV and KYBC. Philip Katafamo alongside Nick Gitsinko. Nick, 48-0 to start off the second half. Coach Provenzano's got to be fired up on the sidelines as his team is firing on all cylinders.
A lot of confidence, but you know he's all business down there. Coach Provenzano's all business. He's going to be in the locker room. I'm sure he was giving these guys the pep talk. Hey, let's go get maybe a little bit more points, and then let's get some of our younger guys in there to get some experience. Get some experience at the varsity level. And, boy, it's been too long since we've seen that. And, boy, the Marauders just doing a great job at capitalizing on the Thunderbirds' mistakes tonight, and that's what's got them to this point.
I am ready to see Zach Figge behind center again. Ooh. He was 1 for 1 last year with a touchdown.
A lot of pressure on Figge.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure.
Technically, Figge is not the backup quarterback. That's Cameron Davis, but we're a little ahead of ourselves. We apologize. 48-0 here as we begin the second half. Mohave limit their mistakes. Like we said, they've been able to make some big plays over the middle, but right now it's been all Mingus defense.
Yeah, all Mingus. Forcing those turnovers just like we saw the first week. And, boy, that's just going to be the Marauders. They're going to have to make that the theme this season. They get back to that Grand Canyon title, and, boy, it's going to be a good matchup when we see Bradshaw. Bradshaw beat these guys 56-0, and, you know, we don't really know how that game played out. But here in the cave, Marauders are really giving it to the Thunderbirds here, up 48-0 at the half.
And, of course, when that game does roll around on the 23rd, it'll be Bradshaw Bob making his way, Coach Bob Young returning to the cave, not on the sidelines for Mingus, but on the side of the other team.
Absolute legend, and boy, does he know the wing tee offense that we run, and he's going to be a battle.
So the Marauders will kick it away as Mohave looks to get on the scoreboard. You can see on our Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard, 48-0 our score. I want to thank a couple more of our sponsors, Rice Accounting, Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, All Price Insurance, Tiffany Construction, Rok Zoo Screen Printing, and Verde Valley Orthodontics. That one will go into the hands of the Marauders, by the Mohave. It'll be returned around the 15, and it'll get brought down around the 30. Good return from Mohave as they look to get things going offensively.
Yeah, it looks like Robles out there, and he just dropped the football when he was trying to catch that, but good job of just picking it up, not letting anybody get near it, getting upfield, getting about 10, 15 yards before the Marauders tackle him.
Do want to remind everybody we are still doing our all-decade team, so visit myradioplace.com/Mingus. On Saturday, you can vote for running backs. Our receiver vote is done. We've got our 2 finalists. We'll get to those here in a second, as now Williams is the quarterback lined up in the shotgun formation for Mohave. Williams initially the running back, now lined up as the QB for the Thunderbirds.
Timeout, Mohave.
And we'll get a timeout on the side of Mohave, but we'll stay right here and talk a little more about this all-decade team. 11 minutes, 42 seconds left here as we begin the third quarter. And as we mentioned, the all-decade team last week and throughout this week, you were able to vote on receivers. We do have our first 2 positions lined up, Nick. And who are our 2 finalists at the receiver position, our 2 starters currently to get things kicked off?
Eric Casada, boy, out there, just an absolute legend. And then Chaz Taylor. Oh, my goodness. Those guys were just absolutely clutch when it came to game-winning tackles and even on the defensive side of the ball, but mainly as a wide receiver, those guys were always there for their quarterbacks, able to bring in, they were both tall, lengthy receivers, both basketball players, able to bring down that ball and get some great yards every time they were on the field.
So we'll tell Coach Casada a little later tonight that he has made the starting lineup for the all-decade team. Congratulations to Chaz Taylor. I want to thank everybody for voting and visiting myradioplace.com/Mingus. Again, starting tomorrow, let's start voting on those running backs. And here we go. Williams takes the snap, talking about a running back. He'll throw it over the middle. It is incomplete, pass intended. Looks like for number 24, that is Alan Hayscaba.
Boy, Williams just hit him right in the shoulder pads with that. You should be able to catch that, but like we said, these pads, they have not been practicing with those pads, so it's tough. It's a bounce right off of them.
Williams takes the snap, rolls left, looking again. Short pass is complete to Stewart around the 30-yard line. He'll fall around the 34. Small gain, and he'll bring up third down.
Yeah, and Williams just kind of getting his feet out there. Getting a completion will give him some confidence, but nonetheless, another big third down for the Thunderbirds.
Want to thank our sponsors for the all-decade team, Reese's Tire and Automotive and Graham's Integrity Auto Sales. Williams takes the snap, rolls right, looking to pass again. He's already got a completion so far, completes it again, right in a tight window. How about the freshman, Jonathan Williams, able to make the completion to Ryan Porter. Not a first down, will bring up 4th and short. For Mohave, they're about 3 yards away from the first down. They're moving the ball quick.
Brings up 4th down for Mohave.
Williams in the shotgun, takes the snap, rolls left. Defense coming in, Williams rolls right. Now he's going to roll to his right. Looking downfield, that pass is completed around the 40. First down as Robles able to make the sideline grab. to move the ball forward for Mohave.
Boy, just an incredible play by Williams, able to scramble out of that. We do have a flag on the field, so nobody's really moving. It looks like actually Mojave's coming back, and that's what it's going to be, a hold on Mohave. And, boy, here we go again with the penalties. They're just really shooting themselves in the foot here. Oof.
But it shouldn't take away from that great throw from Williams. I mean, the first one before then to Stewart, that tight window with the defense coming in, and then making that pass, rolling to his left, seeing the defense, adjusting and rolling right, and able to complete it into the sideline. Of course, it does unfortunately have to go back, but still, great catch from Isaac Robles and a great throw from the freshman.
Yeah, super athletic. Boy, he's going to be quite the talent as he progresses through his years. Only a freshman. He's looking real good out here.
So it'll be a 4th down punt for Mohave as they get pinned back after that penalty right around the 5-yard line. That ball straight up in the air around the 40, and it'll take a hop, and it will be touched. And they're going to say it bounced off one of the defenders for Mohave around the, looks like the 38-yard line. So that's where the Marauders will start as they look to tack on more points in a confident lead for Mingus.
Yep, you see Curtis Glassman running alongside his quarterback Harrison out there getting to the huddle. These guys, fired up, ready to get some more points on the board. They haven't been hungry and getting points like this in quite a while, so it's a good feeling, good confidence boost.
Love to get their first victory in almost 2 years in front of their home fans in the home opener. Harrison under center. Meyer in the backfield. 2 wide receivers left. Harrison's going to look left. Short pass is complete to Sanchez. Sanchez just short of the first down, but a good completion of about 8.
Yeah, good job by Harrison. Just able to roll out. Offensive line gave him just enough time. It was a perfect job by those guys getting low, not letting any defenders get their hands up. And, yeah, Sanchez just shows that speed out there every time he touches that ball.
48-0 here with 9 minutes left in the third quarter. 2nd and 2 for the Marauders on the 30. Harrison again under center. Running backs behind him. Receivers on both ends. Harrison's going to fake the handoff. Roll right. Looking downfield. He's got Freddie Jimenez. It'll be completed. That's to Figgy. Figgy's got some room to run. He'll get into the end zone for a touchdown. We do have a flag on the field. But the pass was completed to Zach Figgy.
In for a touchdown flag.
Yeah, Figgy coming in huge. And, boy, we talked about him all season last season. A great athlete. You see the replay there. Figgy does a great job finding that open room to get upfield.
And it looks like it might be holding on one of the Marauder defenders, as that one's going to get called back. But you know, not to take too much away from the pass from Harrison to Figgy on that slant for what was initially a touchdown, but will get called back.
After the penalty, it sets up first.
It will still be a first down for the Marauders even after the penalty, so now they'll get an opportunity to tack on a few more points.
You see Colin Vashon out there, Anthony Islis, these guys getting each other fired up, saying, hey, let's not let that affect us. We'll get it in. Well, that was an easy play. A great job by Figgy finding some room.
Yeah, good catch by Zach there. The Zach-to-Zach connection. Harrison under center. He's going to hand it off this time to Jonathan Sanchez. Past the 20, looking for a first down. A little more, cuts back to 10. Jonathan Sanchez has 4 touchdowns tonight.
Oh, what an incredible run by Sanchez. Just following his blocks. I don't even know that he got touched on that. We're going to watch, see if he gets touched here. Harrison with a great handoff, and Sanchez did get touched right in the beginning, and then look at how he just bobs and weaves through the middle of the field, not getting touched by any Thunderbirds into the end zone to put the Marauders up huge.
Again, Curtis Glassman with a nice lead block there, and a nice block from Freddie Jimenez as well. 54-0 our score. Marcus Bueno will go in again for the extra point. That kick is up. This time it is good. 55-0. 7 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the third. We'll take a break. When we come back, Mohave will have the ball. Don't go anywhere.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Big lead for the Marauders here in the third quarter, 55-0 on our Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard. Getting close to under 7 minutes left here. And Nick, we've mentioned it all game long, the Marauders firing on all cylinders.
Absolutely, and we're going to talk about that all-decade team here shortly. And boy, do we have some players looking to get on this decade's team.
Yeah, looking for the possible future of the 2030 Mingus Marauder decade team. That pass, the kick returned around by Robles. He got all the way to the 40. What a nice return by Isaac Robles. Mohave just looking to get a point on the board.
Yeah, and Robles, boy, he's quite the athlete. He's been out there, and he's got himself some yards against the Marauders. Look at him on your replay there, just bobbing and weaving, able to avoid a couple Marauder defenders and get up to just about the 40, give the Thunderbirds some good room.
As we mentioned, tomorrow you can vote for the all-decade Mingus starters. Visit myradioplace.com/Mingus to vote on running backs tomorrow. Nick, what are some of the candidates we have?
Boy, some of the candidates, Jason Groth, running back 2016. What an outstanding job he did. 129 carries, 1,166 yards. That's just great job. Tristan Clark's on the list. Alex Nelson, Dakota Hanks, Tyler Herndon. Herndon, what a beast he was out there. 175 carries, 1,245 yards. Yeah, Carlos Abrigo, another one we're going to talk about more. Kevin Webb as well.
Erickson under center takes the snap, man in motion. He's going to flip it left. Williams cutting back. Coming in for the defensive stop of the Marauders. That ball right back at the line.
Ooh, boy, scary hit there.
Yeah, not a good one at all. It looks like the shoulder pad of Angelo Alvarez may have collided with the helmet of Williams. He does get up. Good to see Williams up and moving, but yeah, not necessarily the hit you want.
Hit. Yeah, it's a scary hit down low. And I don't, there's no malintent at all.
No, of course
Angelo
not.
just kind of dropped his shoulder. I don't even think he was kind of looking, just trying to keep Williams from getting upfield. And yeah, just ends up making a little bit of contact. No flag on the play or anything. But Williams definitely took a big hit there.
And Jonathan Williams is still on the field, which is good to see. Starting his young career here at Mohave High School. Only a freshman starting on the varsity level, and what an impact he's making on the ground and through the air. 2nd and 12. Erickson takes the snap, drops back, looks right. Down the field, he's got Robles. It is almost intercepted by Angelo Alvarez. That would have been his second.
Yeah, boy, he's out there slapping himself in the helmet. He wants that one back, but that's okay. Marauders defense looking real sharp tonight. You see the replay here. Erickson drops back. Plenty of time he had from his lineman. And, Angelo
right through his hands.
Had that one.
So it'll bring up 3rd and 12 for the Thunderbirds on the 39-yard line. We're getting close to 4:30 left here in this third quarter. Erickson, shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers right, 2 on the left, man in the backfield. Erickson drops back, looks right, defense coming in, brings him down for a sack. That was number 35. That's Makai Arnado with the sack.
And Makai coming over the sidelines, giving us the big flex, saying, let's go, boys. That's how you do it right there. And none other than Durkalek right behind him, ready to make the hit if he doesn't.
Maybe a little chest bump city?
Chest bump city. That's where we're at tonight. That's where we're all hanging out.
4 and 20 here on the 32-yard line. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left here as Mohave will punt.
Might have to get a chest bump here in the booth here, Phil.
Maybe. That snap is no good. And now the Marauders will start on the 18-yard line. The botched snap by Mohave.
Yeah, just a real tough scene of events for Mohave. It's the Marauders kind of licking their chops here. You still see Harrison going out on the field, led by, of course, Curtis Glassman out there. He's been all over the field making blocks. Him and the quarterback running out to the huddle about the same time each time. They're probably giving each other some motivational words. Hey, let's get some more points on the board, man.
Well, we'll see what they can do that. If Harrison drops back to pass, looks right, is it just going to get that off? It is complete to Figgy. This time, no flags on the field. Touchdown, Marauders. Zach Figgy with a big TD.
Figgy getting on the board through the air. What an outstanding job to kind of use the air. Not only the run game going, but now we're passing it. Dangerous.
61-0 here in the third quarter as we approach the 3-minute mark. And you can see Harrison just barely getting that pass off as the defense comes in, and Figgy, the big receiver, making the grab for the score. And we'll see if Bueno can punch in the extra point. It is up, and it is good. 62-0, Marauders lead, looking for their first victory since 2018, and they're in a good position right now to get it. We'll be right back with more football. Don't go anywhere.
Left in the third quarter.
Hi, this is Parker Jones with Jones Ford in the Verde Valley. At Jones Ford, we're proud Arizonans, we're proud Americans, and we are proud to serve our community. At Jones Ford, we offer an amazing selection of new Ford vehicles, and we offer pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models. And we offer them all to you at a discounted sales tax, which will save you hundreds. I promise we are worth your consideration. We are Jones Ford, Verde Valley, Arizona's best.
2 minutes, 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Coach Provenzano talking to his staff, and he's got to be happy with a confident lead for Mingus as that ball is sent downfield and will be returned around the 5-yard line. Going past the 10 now, past the 20 is Stewart. Stewart past the 20 gets brought down around the 28-yard line, or the 25-yard line. So Mohave still looking to get on the board, but Mingus has been doing a pretty good job of it.
Yeah, boy, the Marauders are just playing outstanding pass coverage, and it's really making it tough for the Thunderbirds to complete anything. As a matter of fact, a lot of interceptions compared to their completions, and the Marauders just really quick out there tonight. A lot of quick feet, and boy, Sanchez, Jimenez, Durkalek, Hunter Perkins, these guys are buzzing tonight. They're all over the field, and Mojave's feeling it hard.
So Mohave will just try to get on the scoreboard here as we get close to the 2-minute marker here in the third. Erickson shotgun formation, takes a snap, drops back, looks right. Short pass is picked off and brought down around the 20, Marauder ball.
Boy, I don't think Erickson saw him. I don't think Erickson saw him at all. He saw his receiver out there. I don't think he saw anything in red. You're going to see the replay here. Yeah, Erickson just kind of floats that over, looking for Williams to maybe catch that and go to the outside, but not happening. Marauders defense all over it.
Yeah, and Mingus again with a huge opportunity to extend their lead here. Defensively playing so well, and offensively they're excive Like we mentioned,
on all cylinders.
We saw a glimpse of this during the Flagstaff game when they held the team that beat them 45-2 to 0 in the first half. That handoff unsuccessful for the Marauders. Meyer on the carry.
No, you're right. They just kind of carried some of that momentum. They got to talk about how good that was compared to last year's game against Flagstaff.
Yeah.
And how much progression they've made since then. And boy, you can see it out here on the field.
And we are seeing a completely different Marauder team. Like we mentioned, the offense looks good. The defense looks even better. Harrison hands it off right side. Drew Meyer's going to cut up the middle, pass around the 10 and get brought down.
Meyer with a run up the middle.
As we get close to the end of the third quarter here, and well, Nick, we're looking good so far.
Run good for you, Mingus.
We don't want to say it yet.
I really don't. I know
the lead is comfortable enough to say it. We don't want to say it.
I don't really want to say it because it happened last time. But Harrison under center. Man in motion. Harrison waiting for the snap. He's going to hand it off. It's going to be Jonathan Sanchez again, and no, actually, it's going to be a handoff inside to Drew Meyer. I even got lost on the play fake, but Meyer able to get a few more yards, get a little closer to the end zone. We're coming down to the end of the third quarter. Marauders on the 5-yard line, 3rd and 5, as we wait for the end of the third and head into the fourth quarter. A confident lead for the Mingus Marauders in their home opener at Bright Field, 62-0 on our Larry Green Chevrolet scoreboard. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get you the rest of this football game on the other side. Don't go anywhere.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
We get a fresh 12 on the clock as the Marauders lead 62-0, knocking on the door of another touchdown. 2nd and 5 on the 5-yard line. And Nick, we're playing well.
What a night. Cheerleaders are celebrating down there. The mascots getting after it down there.
Yeah.
The fans that are here, able to attend, are excited.
Sanchez looking for number 5. He'll get it. Jonathan Sanchez is incredible tonight. Marauders 68-0, looking to make it 69-0.
You know, and it's the field position that's really done the score running up here. I mean, the Marauders just having outstanding offensive plays, and the Mohave Thunderbirds are kind of shooting themselves in the foot, giving the Marauders almost inside the 20.
Yeah, and we'll see now as Marcus Bueno again comes out for the extra point, looking to make this a 69-point lead for the Marauders as we continue into this fourth quarter. That kick is up and good. Marcus Bueno kicking quite well for the Marauders. You can see it on the scoreboard. Mingus leads. We'll take a break. When we come back, more football. Don't go anywhere.
Quarter, Mingus 68. Mohave nothing.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
A confident lead for the Mingus Marauders. You can see the Marauder mascot getting fired up, and he's got all kinds of reason to be. Philip Katafmo alongside Nick Yatsenko. Want to welcome you back here on Verde Valley TV and KYVC. Marauders up 69-0, 10 minutes left here in the fourth. Nick, they're firing on all cylinders.
Well, we'd be chest bumping that mascot if we were down there right now.
Of course.
We're fired up here near the booth.
Well, we're doing it up here in the booth because of social distancing, but that's going to be returned by the Mohave Thunderbirds, barreling his way for a couple yards as Stewart. He'll get brought down around the 28-yard line, and now the Marauder defense, which has had the number of Mohave so far, will look to continue their success.
Yeah, and we see a few new guys. Nicholas Hop going out there. Outstanding job. We got some of the young guys in there getting some experience, and that's what it's all about. Varsity Friday night football, and it's only going to make the next season and the season after that. And
that's right.
Real successful when you get these guys some experience out there.
We got 9 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Ball spotted on the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 for Mohave, and they've got quite a hill to climb. Erickson in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap, hands it off left side. That's going to be Porter. He's looking for a few extra yards and does not stay in bounds. He'll step out around the 35-yard line, but a good run for the Mohave.
Yeah, and I'm surprised we haven't seen Porter a little bit more for Mohave because he's definitely got some speed, and that's a nice little run he just had right there. I'm surprised we haven't seen him a little bit more tonight.
Getting close to 8 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Ball spotted on the 34-yard line, 2nd and 5 here in the fourth quarter. Erickson again, shotgun formation. Man in the backfield, wide receivers on both ends. Erickson takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, and shut down by the Marauders front line. No gain on that run.
Yeah, great job. Billy and Martinez in there. The big guys getting it done. It was Martinez and Figgy, both tag teaming right there. Great job by the Marauders.
8 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 5 on the 34. Mingus looking for another 4 and out. And looking to put more points on. Erickson again, shotgun formation, running back behind him. He will take the snap, takes the handoff, left side. That's going to be Stewart. Stewart getting past the first down, cuts back around the 40, gets brought down around the 45.
Yeah, that's a great run by Stewart. That's just a great play. Erickson with a nice little fake handoff, and then he turns around and gives it to Stewart. It was a little bit of a counter play. You're on defense, you think the first guy's getting the handoff. You've seen the replay here. Yeah, you see the fake handoff up the middle, just opens it right up for Crispin, and he does a great job of getting upfield on the left side.
Yeah, great run by Crispin Stewart, the junior for the Mohave Thunderbirds. Erickson shotgun formation. Takes the snap. And
they're looking to
of the Thunderbirds.
We've seen some slop. And just tighten up their game.
It's up. Looks like it hit off the on the
not the way you want. Marauder.
So 6 minutes and handoff. Defense for a big
getting hype out. They're up big playing.
On the 40-yard line. In the fourth. Avi will. Are the Marauders around?
Good tackles at
30. He'll get bounds. Still on his. We'll see you.
I thought
it is.
Boy, anyone really.
Second and 13.
Four running backs tomorrow. Brought down. And rain at home. Eric stays. Mark fourth and
roll back
on the side of and really Williams and
full rush
down 38 fourth on Friday as well.
Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd and 6 Mohave.
4A Coconino High School. Kingman. There's Williams handoff up the middle as the clock gets close to Nick. I think we can
off the back here. Boy, this is going to elimination going in. Marauders are going to have to win out if they right now.
Will get brought down way behind. So the Marauders will, since 2018,
6 exclamation point on it.
So that'll, and the Marauders and beat first win. Huge win, 60. Provenzano gets his. We talked, and I know a lot of Marauder fans are hoping he season
professional business like came out real sharp like entire time.
We are going to take a quick on Verde Valley TV.
Forward in the Verde Valley. We're proud Americans. Ford, we own vehicles of all at a discounted sale. I promise. Verde Valley, Arizona.
Has 6. The Prescott more than 100 degrees. You need to jumpstart your the best in the nation. Organization account makes YC the most
beautiful smile. Improve your confidence. Office of Dr. while treating their patients. Happy clients stated reviews at Verde Valley, Cottonwood, and Sedona. Free evaluation.
Tiffany Construction has worked with build, expand systems and sub. The Tiffany delivery method. The Verde Valley since experience to bring your project.
Let you know what Poquita Loco, the Mexican, from street tacos to. So come on. And also we're to help less fortunate.
Brothers laid the groundwork. 100 years and 100 mechanical
Gettle's High Desert Mechanical. Marauders. Brought to you by Specialist Online. Down for the game. And now let's head back. Oh, and Nick Getzing.
Here on Verde Valley. Post-game show, Philip Katafmo waiting a long time.
Hey, you guys did a great job out Thunderbirds. You know, they have some great the break free if you really think it just immaculate game after the kind of after it. Those guys are all Coach Provenzano's is ready.
We all know that last close victory and a last the Marauder side of Mingus, obviously the varsity level. Tonight, offensively,
boy, Sanchez season, that was amazing. See his carries there, touchdowns tonight, and you catch him.
Zach 36 for 5. Meyer had a couple touchdowns. Mentions games, not doing it a lot. I'm sure the offense runs well.
Doing a great job, and we saw down. We saw him during warm-up.
He looks sharp.
Man, it's back in there and just he needs to scramble.
Gettle's High Desert Mechanical postgame. YBC.
Northern Arizona with to make the right choices in image. Choose from caps, tees, Rok Zoo, workwear, resort, zoo,
people. And with every customer, pre-owned car, selection extensive. Visit Larry Green Mart or
a great game on the side of the Marauders. Great first victory as the head coach. They're back.
The program gonna have to carry this throughout. They gotta still young last season. Juniors last season. Real tough to do that, and we've been talking about tonight, and it never no fundamentally a lot of fun for region play. First W.
Thunderbirds is against Flagstaff next week, a team at home in. We'll be back here on Friday for our all-decade team. Mingus, go check that. Back at home to take last year. TV and Yavapai College. Color guy. Next Friday, right here. Same.
Gettles High Desert. Online at Gettles 8. We'll return next. YBC 96.com. Suddenlink Channel 2.